All right. So, Dave.
Yes.
So, artificers get to start with 2 artificer infusions.
Yes.
Um, I get to choose from a whole list of things I can do with this that's under level 4 so far. The 2 I want to go with. The first one is replicate magic item, and that will
Yes.
let me create a bag of holding.
Which I am good with.
Okay,
I've actually already approved it and attuned you to it.
cool. The second thing I wanted to do is I wanted to do repeating shot, which lets me craft basically a ranged weapon that's a +1 weapon that ignores the loading property and can manufacture its own ammunition. And I want to give that to Andy's goblin so he could just go machine gunner on bitches.
Nice.
Okay, so let's see. Repeating shot ignores the loading property if it has it. Okay. So that just means, what does that mean for Andy's goblin?
So it doesn't
Makes it
mean
all
much
can use a
right.
shield.
Yeah, it doesn't mean much right now, except the fact that he can use a shield with his hand crossbow. But later, when he has multiple attacks per round that he can fire his hand crossbow like 2 times per round for an attack action,
Okay.
whereas normally you couldn't do that.
Okay, so if he gets 2 attacks, he can just chunk
Yep.
instead of chunk reload chunk. So he wouldn't need the crossbow master feat or anything like
Well,
that.
that's different because that lets you do an offhanded crossbow attack also. So if he wanted to start
Okay.
dual wielding crossbows, he could do that. But then he'd have to sacrifice that shield in those moments.
Yeah.
So right now it doesn't have a ton of things except for the fact that he can use a shield while hand crossbowing.
If he did want to dual wield crossbows, both of them would have to have that reloader feat, just because his other hand,
Yes.
even though his other crossbow will auto reload, he would still need it free in order to reload the non-magical one. But yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yeah. Yep.
For the record, I had no idea about this dual wielding crossbows plan, but Sprocket has the best plans I've ever heard of.
Have you ever jumped through the air while firing both crossbows at the same time?
I mean, dreams come true sometime, right?
That's what we're all here for,
Okay.
to make dreams come true.
Now, I know in our heart of hearts that we all know who Sprocket is, but who do you want to tell us about Sprocket?
Sure. So we'll go into the way back machine here of us playing D&D. So this would have been around August or September, I think, is when we started Curse of Strahd last year. Does that sound right, you guys? So we started playing Curse of Strahd, and we all started in Waterdeep. And basically, the premise of the game was that we were returning the fallen body of our adventuring companion, Sprocket Firewhistle, back to his home in Candlekeep before eventually circumstances led us to going to Barovia and doing Curse of Strahd. I guess the basic premise that we had back then was that we got like one step into Undermountain. Our trap finder didn't spot the triggering mechanism, and boom, Sprocket Firewhistle got gunned down in the hallway right through the front door of the Undermountain.
Yeah, barely even got a foot in.
But then the party in Curse of Strahd did a lot of crazy shit. And Azray, I believe it was Azray, right? When she came back into Faerun, she's the one who went and resurrected Sprocket, as sort of like a remembrance of that last little camaraderie that we could pull from things. So that brought Sprocket Firewhistle back into existence, and now he is once more a terror upon Faerun, trying to do his artificery life the best he can. But man, we hyped Sprocket up so much throughout that campaign. Like, pour one out for Sprocket. We got into a deathly situation. The rallying cry was always, what would Sprocket do for Sprocket and all this stuff. It was crazy.
He was
To
the
be
best of us.
fair, we really needed a symbol from home to connect around. So
True.
That's true. We all did sort of like fight for our own motivations, but Sprocket was like the unifying force of the group.
Speak for yourself. Never met the guy.
Never met the-
No,
Yeah, that's right.
Well,
he became even important to Irina.
Irina was sort of the barnacle that latched on to
True.
get the fuck out of Barovia by any means necessary.
God, even the last scene, I was kind of tired. That's a little bit my bad, but I just was like, deuces, I'm out, and just walked out. Like, no circumstance, no pop, no checking to see if anyone else was coming. Like, bye.
I'm not even worried about her brother.
He's good. He's a Burgermeister, right?
It's great points. All of these are great points.
And things she
very-
did not consider before she got the fuck out.
So, since we're talking about Callie's character, Callie,
Good. What?
why don't you do you want to tell us about your spinster?
She's not a spinster. She's a probably young lady. Yeah, I'm going to be playing a Furbolg Druid. She's just like an 8-foot bog witch, like very like maxed out height, little gangly. And then we do freelance wilderness guiding, and that's how I'm here today.
Covered in psychedelic mushrooms.
50-50 though, when you guys meet her, she's gonna be 5'0", human. Good luck. Godspeed.
Okay, who wants to go next?
Oh wait, I have a thematic cup this time too.
Ooh.
Oh, Callie. So just to throw this out there real fast, the artist I'm working with for the new art for the stream and everything, they asked me what's the personalities of these characters. And I was like, well, it's kind of hard considering we haven't even played a fucking game yet with these characters. But let me think about this real fast based on these people and what I know about them and what they've kind of hinted at so far with their ideas that we've been thinking about. So I was like, well,
Oh no.
let's see. This Furbog Druid, well, I know she wants to make her a Bog Witch. So, you know what? I'm thinking probably kind of like a cranky old lady personality, but with like that aspect where she's also like a conniving prankster that just wants to just trick you into walking into the dark woods to fuck with you, but not actually murder you.
I'm going to be playing Chaotic Good with a fairly high wisdom score. And because I've already made one pun about the name, probably not old lady, but probably will trick someone into going into the woods.
Well,
yes.
I know age-wise, definitely not an old lady, but it was kind of like that mentality of like being kind of like the cranky and then, haha, I got one on you.
I'll probably trick someone into taking psychedelic drugs at some point. Just normal mushroom things.
No trickery needed here for Sprocket. Gotta have those genius moments somehow.
Taking life by both testicles and
Pretty
running with it.
Yeah, I thought you would find that amusing. Me having to like create personalities of characters that haven't been played yet.
I want to hear about Rue's character, this friend of Sprocket.
Ooh,
Well,
Bimgog.
Bimgog's not like a normal goblin, but he doesn't necessarily know that. So in the Bonar Warrens, he kind of acted as a goblin of conscience to the young ones that were there, and he tried to teach them what right and wrong was, but as much as he knows what right and wrong is. And basically he noticed that he was really like taking to that like paternal maternal instinct, like he wanted to protect the young ones that were in the Warrens, and there continued to be a bunch of hazards that were hauling them off. Just huge creatures that were just totally obscene that people really didn't know how to deal with. Super thick carapaces, they would be coming in from the farmers' fields and just rampaging through these Warrens. So when he started going through and like mowing down these, mundane cows and pigs and stuff like that that were, endangering the young ones, um, he kind of became a folk hero amongst this group, and this kind of caused the young ones to start to emulate him and act a little bit more wild and crazy, and it caused him to, grow nervous because he didn't want them to be endangered. So at one point, he had to make a decision whether he was going to stay there and try to like herd cats, or if he was going to go out and deal with those threats that were, further out. And looking upon their faces, he made the determination to go out and, make his own way and hopefully get rid of things before it got to the Warrens. What he didn't know is what the outside world really was like, and he was kind of, innocent about it all. And thankfully, one of the first things he actually came across was a gnome that was standing on the side of a cliff face, looking through a weird tube, and then making some adjustments and jumping off the cliff, and having this thing open on its back as he kind of descended, somewhat slower, but obviously too fast for what you should be doing. So he ended up running down there and trying to haul this gnome out of this mangled mess of metal and canvas. And he was fine, but he immediately saw this as, this gnome kind of like one of the younglings that were in the Warrens. And from that moment, he's just basically been all ride or die with this dude. Um, he's about 3'4", so he is definitely not big, like 38 pounds. So he's a skinny one. Um, hasn't had many interactions with normal folk, so he doesn't really know how they're going to interact with him. He probably has talked to Sprocket some, and Sprocket may have given him some ideas about that, but he doesn't know for sure, and that's where he's at.
Listen, the
It's
Wright
adventure
brothers
time.
had to start somewhere.
It's
So did
adventure time.
Sprocket.
It's adventure time. I'm so dumb.
Okay, who's next?
Oh,
By the way, I love that you're 3'4" and you're still almost a foot taller than me.
Well, I guess we did the shortest, so probably we should do the biggest. Yeah.
How tall are you?
So, Thane Bjorno Bjornsson is 8 feet tall.
Jesus.
Ha, twinsies.
Yes, he's a little bit on the humongous side. He's in his late 40s, about 460 pounds, completely encased in armor. He is covered in scars and tribal tattoos, carries a giant maul with him wherever he goes, and worships a god that doesn't answer him. He is a part of a religious order that looks to rediscover and reestablish the fallen golden age of the giants. That is his life goal, and he is pursuing knowledge and wisdom and artifacts and any and all history that relates to his people. His god, Anam, the All-Father, he believes is truly the All-Father, the parent of all gods. So all different races are Anam's children, and it is his responsibility to shepherd and protect them. He is a rune knight and has learned some of the hidden and forgotten languages of his elders, and employs those things in battle to empower his allies and slay his enemies.
So we
Okay.
got our tank.
Badass. Now, correct me here, Mario. So you're playing a rune knight, or are you playing? Is that like a subclass of fighter that I'm not aware of somewhere?
Yes, yeah, it's a subclass of fighter comes out of Tasha's.
Oh, okay.
They're basically all about crafting runes into their equipment, and so our characters will synergize very, very well. Probably have some very similar interests, and have a lot of very interesting and productive discussions.
Yeah, that's awesome. I have to look that up.
Okay.
I already love this guy.
get some advantage on those magic item rolls. Cut that time down a little bit with some partnership crafting.
Have we heard from Bob and Alexandra?
Nope.
Adrian, you go next because you're in the order of how my screens are actually set up on my phone. So you go next.
Okay. Bob is a Kenku rogue. They grew up further away from where we're starting out. He's there more southeast area around Valen. Bob grew up on the water, on the ocean, the rivers. Bob just loves the whole sailing thing. They they've sort of learned the nicer things in life, being an assistant to some less savory shipping crews and all that kind of good stuff. But what does he have to show for it? What does Bob have? Th- they're hitting the middle of their life. Gotta go out into the world, create your own, because right now Bob's just a middleman on a ship. Who wants the really nice stuff?
Very nice. Very nice.
And Alexandra.
How tall is Bob?
Oops, sorry.
Tall for a Kenku, about 5'4".
All right. Yeah, so Alexandra is just a normal human. She's actually a bit older for a human adventurer. She's actually coming into the campaign as 35 years old. She spent her life in a valley village town, and they have always had a what is it, like a town story of a dragon protecting their farmland. And she's a sorcerer who's going out into the world to find out if she has what it takes to be an adventurer after having spent her entire life taking care of her own home. So yeah, she's about 5 something, a bit older, and she's just looking to see what else is out there and to see if she has what it takes.
Okay. So you all have established what your backgrounds are, an idea of who your characters are. From this point, I'm going to, much like last time, like slowly introduce you all as things come up, and we'll kind of go from there. So a few of you I've already sent messages to about what might have brought you to Greenest. For those of you who are not familiar with Greenest, Greenest is the only sizable town along the Uldan Trail in the Greenfields area of the Western Heartlands. It's actually founded by a halfling who saw herself as a bit of a leader for these lands, but passed away without really achieving much fame. But nevertheless, the town has grown and prospered, and it's grown into a peaceful little trading town. There's a few things of note. In fact, one thing that's brought multiple people here to this town is the local wizard is a prolific studier and a teacher. His name's Finn Wilfordbley, and he's worked with a couple of you on a few different things. So why don't we start with Sprocket? You have just crested the hill overlooking the town of Greenest.
Awesome.
You have a chance to.
Now, Bimgog's with me, right? Because we travel everywhere together right now.
Correct.
You can't get into these hoity-toity places without a little gnomish society to get them through.
Exactly.
Don't
Holy
know why
shit.
they're hating me all the time.
Yes. Hold on 1 second. Actually, let me bring in my surprise.
Activating Sprocket voice. Hope y'all are ready for this, because we're about to get down to business.
God damn it.
No.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, Bimgod. So we need to go and talk to this wizard. He wants some trinkets. He's got to do like some enchanting shit, and I gotta help him with it. So we're gonna go down to this place, make some coin, and then I think I don't really know what there is to do here. I've never been here before.
I haven't either, obviously. Well, I mean, if we gotta go see this wizard, let's make this thing happen.
Yeah, he's not like a big great wizard. I've never heard of him before until I got that letter back in Waterdeep. So it'll be interesting to see what he does. I guess he teaches enchanting. I mean, I've been doing that for
Wait.
years.
Are you trying to learn something from him, or are you just trying to like check notes and stuff?
No, he wants to teach other people how to do what I can do because I'm the best.
Well, no shit.
So
I mean, we've already established that.
yeah, he wants to use my stuff to teach other people how to be as awesome as me.
Well, I mean, are you getting paid for that?
Well, yeah, we're gonna make lots of money. Magical goods aren't cheap. Not even like the little baubles he's probably gonna want. We're gonna make some serious coin here, and then I'm thinking maybe we'll go to the ocean. We're not close to the ocean, but we're nearer to the ocean than we are away from it. And I was thinking of trying to figure out how you can go deep, like as deep as possible into the ocean.
That would be really awesome. So wait, like where it gets dark, does it get dark?
Yeah,
Does
it's
it
so
get
dark you can't see anything.
No, it's totally fine. You always can see down there. It's fine.
Oh yeah, we'll be able to see down there. I'm gonna make us some cool goggles and other things, and we'll be able to see everything.
This is
So-
gonna be the best idea ever.
Nothing
So
bad
as the
can
two of
happen.
you are discussing, you see the townspeople are scurrying about. It seems to be a typical any day in a farmer's town. There's a farmer's market set up in the town square. You do notice the keep set up on the hill. Looks old but very fortified, well maintained. And then back into the the northwestern part of the town, there is a taller building than most. Not quite a wizard's tower, but definitely something that aspires to be.
Well, if I know
think we
anything
know where to
about
go.
wizards, they like towers.
That seems to make the most sense to me.
Have you ever met a wizard before, Bimcog? Do your people have wizards?
I mean, there's not really, but I'm pretty sure there has to be. Like I know that Block is likely going to be a wizard when they grow up. I mean, it makes total sense. They seem like they'll have an affinity for it. Maybe, I don't know.
Requires a lot of reading. My uncle's a wizard in Candlekeep, and he reads books all the time. And it's like the most boring thing I can imagine someone doing.
Well, I mean, I can't. Wait, do all wizards have to read?
You have to read lots and lots of books.
No, it seems
So-
stupid.
It's
So
stupid. Reading's stupid.
As you two are walking through the streets, Alexandra, you are walking through as well. You way to the same wizard's place. You'd been contacted, asked to visit for him to help him with some studies that he was doing. And you hear these two people talking about becoming wizards and how much reading is involved.
I mean, I do pretty much everything a wizard does, but better.
I mean, it's true. I mean, I don't know what a wizard's going to be doing any different that you can't do. Why do wizards always
Sorry,
live in
guys, puppy just
towers?
made a mess.
Alexandra just kind of follows behind them, just kind of like slightly eavesdropping, but not super eavesdropping, but clearly going in the same direction. Doesn't have an opinion on reading.
They live in towers, Bimgog, so they can look down on you. And I hate when people look down on me.
Terrible. Like, I don't understand why people have to do that. Why can't they just all get along and be friendly with one another? Because otherwise, they could all go on the adventures under the ocean.
They could. If they were friendly, they could come with us into our adventure under the ocean, but they're never going to get to.
Well, it's probably for the best. They're probably going to be all ridiculous and try to make us read too.
I hope not. I hate words.
I don't think you can read under the ocean. It's too wet.
Ah,
So wait, that is a good point.
well, I mean, we would be dry inside the ocean diving ship.
Oh, okay, then maybe you can read under the ocean, but books seem like a waste of space for an ocean.
Oh yeah, there won't be any books allowed under the ocean. Ever.
Wait, like not at all? Like none? What about like a journal? Is a journal okay?
That's not a book. I don't,
What about for fuel for cooking?
that's not a book. Oh, well, I mean, you could use books as fuel.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, there's way
What's
better
under the
fuel sources.
ocean?
No, that's not going to last that long. We would need lots and lots of books. They're too heavy. So that would help us get further down with more weight. But as we burn things, we would float back up.
Why would what?
Maybe.
What's under the ocean?
What isn't under the ocean? I don't know what's under there, and we want to find out. We gotta figure this out. There's gotta be tons of stuff down. I mean, mermaids. I'm sure there's a mermaid down there. Whales. They hang out down there. They seem pretty cool.
There's probably one of those giant boar hogs too. I'll protect you. Don't worry. I'll keep it away.
I hate boar hogs.
I don't think boar hogs are going to be too far into the ocean. They can swim though. I've seen a boar hog swim.
We should
See what I
lash a
mean?
boar hog to the outside of the ship and drag it underwater with us and see how long it can live underwater.
I guarantee it can live forever. They're the most dangerous creatures I've ever seen.
We're going to figure this out. We're going to figure out their depth ability. How much pressure can they take?
So you guys, throughout your discussion, continue walking and finally reach the gate of what appears to be the biggest house in town, which you do recognize a sign, those of you who can read, that says, home of Finn Wilferby, teacher, wizard extraordinaire.
Was it really clear that the stranger that was speaking to us, like, just kind of gathered on and went to the same location as us? This is for Bree.
Yeah, I'm going towards the same location, and so we're just on the same road. But other than what we've just said, I haven't specifically said why I'm going there.
Okay.
I just jumped in on your ocean talk.
Yeah.
Also, I don't think I have control of my token.
Yeah,
on the screen.
I don't have map at all.
Oh,
My
you
stuff
should.
is all janky.
One moment.
I've got the screen of black.
I'm
Sea
the
of black.
same.
But yeah, behind you guys, while you guys are talking, a human just kind of started walking down the same path as you, and then just been I don't know anything about the ocean, and these guys seem to know shit about the ocean. And then I start looking over my letter, was I supposed to go to the ocean, or
Are you the master wizard, Finn?
am I the master wizard? What?
Finn.
No, I'm not a wizard.
Oh.
But I know how to read. But I mean, that's not the biggest thing, though. I just know how.
Okay. Well, as long as it's not your whole personality.
I've heard everything I need to know about wizards from
No.
Sprocket.
No, but I know quite a bit about boars though. Like I've had to protect my sheep and stuff. So yeah.
Oh, good. I'm happy there's more of us around.
How many
They're always.
boars have you killed?
I've killed at least 50.
Is that a good number,
Holy
Bimgog?
shit!
Oh, shit.
That's fucking amazing.
How
You
many
must
are
be
there?
a great hero.
I've never seen that many boars.
Oh, you.
Because you killed them all.
we had like a problem once where there was just too many boars and we just had to protect our goats.
Does
So,
everybody
so
have vision now?
terrifying.
No, I
Yes.
do
No.
not.
Up, wait, yes.
top left corner.
Oh, wait a minute. I see
Boom.
me. And that's it.
There we go.
Oh, there.
Come on.
Yep.
Are you coming? Are you going to go see the wizard, or are you just passing
I
by
am
here?
going to the wizard. I didn't know this was about the ocean though. I thought he just needed help studying something or something. I mean, like I'm down for going to the ocean too.
Oh no, that's what we're
Um,
gonna do after we're done with the wizard.
So
Oh, okay.
you guys are having this discussion, and coming out of the front door of this building is a tall, gangly man, you know, wearing a red robe with a pointed hat. He is the spitting image of what a wizard would look like if you were to imagine one. And he looks at you all and says, "Can I help you?"
Do you know how far down a boar hog can go underwater?
A boar hog.
Yes.
They usually would drown, I would imagine. Why do you ask?
Well, we're just having an intellectual debate on how much depth they could handle before they implode.
I do love an intellectual debate. Would you by chance be Sprocket?
That's right, sir. I am Sprocket Fire Whistle, Artificer Extraordinaire. As I tip my cap to him.
And these are
Alexandra holds up her letter and says, "I think I'm here to help you."
yes, Miss Alexandra. I actually received an interesting letter regarding you, which well, I shouldn't say letter. I spoke to somebody who had mentioned that there was somebody with a talent set such as your own. I was interested in working with you. Very glad you were here. Why are you all accompanied by that?
He's gonna
He looks
protect us against
looks
the
down
boars.
at Bimgog.
What?
He's really good against boars.
Don't you dare threaten Sprocket.
He threatened me?
You can talk?
Of course he
What do
can
you mean?
talk.
What do
He's
you mean?
Bimgog.
He pulls out like a book and starts writing. Bimgog. Goblins usually can't speak common. This is fascinating. Where did you learn to speak common?
Where did you learn to speak common? What the hell? This is straight bullshit.
In Gnomish, I turn to Bimgog and say, "Who the fuck is this guy?"
I think he's the wizard that we came to talk to, but he's pretty
The funny
pretentious.
thing is, Alexandra also speaks Gnomish.
Finn looks at you all and says in Gnomish, "My name is Finn Willoughby. I am the wizard of this town.
Oh shit!
Why don't you all step inside?" Yes, that is fine. You all can come inside. There is one other I think that you all should meet. Sprocket, I had an idea right after I sent for your productions, which I hope you've brought with you.
I do. I've got a few baubles and things to teach your students.
Okay, so he brings you all inside. Inside you find a typical classroom style setting with multiple desks, a variety of implements on them, a few different things that Bimgog and Sprocket you recognize as implements of teaching magics, things that can be used to interact with the weave to kind of teach people who are learning magic, the basic of interacting with the elementals. He says, let me go retrieve someone. I will be right back. And he walks upstairs.
You have
Do
a
you all do
mastery
it?
of the gnomish tongue. My new friend, as I look at Alexandra.
Wait, what?
You have a mastery of the gnomish tongue. I don't hear a lot of people who are your size who speak my language.
Oh yeah, no, we get a lot of there's a village just on the other side of this hill from us with a bunch of your kind of people, and we trade goods a lot. So I learned how to talk with them.
Oh, neat. We make a lot of things that go all over Faerun.
Yeah, no, they actually make some really cool stuff. They've made our farming very, very efficient.
Farming efficient.
So Bjorn, you are approached by Flynn or Finn, who had recruited you before, saying that he had interest in your rune magic and wanted to learn more about it. But you only just got in the other night, so really hasn't had a chance to ask you too much about it. But he comes into the room that he had you put up in. Jordan, are you awake?
Greetings. Yes, I am awake.
Good. I hope you slept well. There are the people who I mentioned, including the fellow who does similar enchanting to what you do, but different. He is here, Mr. Firewhistle. I would like to introduce the two of you. I think that you will have much to discuss and investigate together.
Oh, that's just a great idea. Let's just go and see him.
Yes. Let's go downstairs. And so you, Alexandra, Bimgog, and Sprocket, you all see, Finn returns down the stairs, and you hear clanking and thunking above you all. As
Bjorn O'Bjornson descends the stairs. His armor looks ancient. Looks like it's been around a very long time, probably passed down generation to generation. It's well kept, but obviously has seen a lot of combat and engagements. You see some scorches and scars. Much like the person that wears it. Hello, greetings to you,
Holy shit, are you a giant?
Goliath. It is good to meet you.
Yeah, it's really nice to meet you. I hold up my little hand to you. I'm
He's gonna
Sprocket
drop.
Firewhistle.
He's gonna drop to a knee and do his best to gently shake your hand.
This is Bimgog.
There's a holy symbol that's gonna descend from out of his armor and hang over his neck that you're gonna see. It looks like a pair of hands that are doing this, but they're facing down. He tucks it back into his tunic.
This is Bimgog, my assistant.
Bimgog. Hello, I
Hi.
am Bjorna Bjornsson. A pleasure to meet you.
Bjorna?
Bjorno.
Not Bjorno. Nice to meet you. You're not gonna hurt Sprocket, right?
No.
You
No.
don't eat gnomes?
No, I prefer mutton.
You're reading my
That's
mind there,
fair.
Bimgog.
Well, I'm just looking out. I'm looking out for, the things that need looking out for.
I can understand and respect your point of view.
Are you learning to be a wizard here?
No, I am a rune knight, a thane.
you can roll Arcana if you'd like, Sprocket.
Okay.
First roll of the game.
First roll. Roll.
First roll of Sprocket's
Oh,
life.
that's a good one.
Oh,
Crushed it.
Good start.
You've heard of rune knights. Your instructor in the art of artificing had mentioned that much of the magic that you guys do is based on a combination of their technique mixed with modern arcana.
So you take physical engraving of runes, like script, and bind it into metal?
There is a permanent type of magic that is inherent to the word spoken. When Anam the Allfather spoke into creation, all that you see around you, you understand.
So you're using like the true words to bind into the objects.
You are correct, yes. This is just how I do it.
I would love to look at some of your runes sometime.
Oh, I will show you one here. He points, this is the stone rune. It comes from my stone giant kin. It allows me to see in the dark and traverse the hidden halls beneath the earth with no fear.
Are you showing me
Come in
like a
handy in the
physical
ocean.
object?
That's a good
No,
point.
it's carved into his armor,
Oh, okay.
right over his heart.
It would be useful in the ocean.
Yeah, if I couldn't already see in the dark, that would be really neat in the ocean.
There's much that magic does for you all. So for example, and he picks up one of the gnomish contraptions. Sprocket, I believe you constructed some of these for me.
Oh yeah, and I reach into my bag and I pull out a bigger bag full of like baubles. I just put it down and it just spills out all over the floor. Just these little baubles and windy toys and all this shit.
I'll inspect your work over the evening, and payment will be arranged for you tomorrow.
Excellent.
But if I can show you all, so you, Master Rajon, are a rune knight, and you, Master Sprocket, are an artificer, and you, Alexandra, and he holds out the piece of gnomish creation to you, Alexandra, if you wouldn't mind.
She'll take it. What is it?
It's a weird contraption. Looks like it's made of brass with a few tiny non-precious gems in it. But as it reaches from his hand, as it gets closer to yours, you notice that it starts to slightly hum, and just very ever so lightly like start to. It doesn't fully spin, but you can tell that like the metal's starting to want to move, kind of like a gyroscope would.
What kind of roll would I need to know what it is?
Arcana. So you just by kind of looking at it and thinking about your inherent abilities, you kind of figure out that it's a tool that measures the strength of the weave in an area. So how much magic is being is flowing through a specific space, and it's used to train young wizards to focus the weave. But for somebody such as yourself, with your blessings and your gifts, the magic inherently flows around you.
Oh, awesome! It's like the weather vanes that we have.
I will suppose that is right. If the weather was the wind and the wind was the magic, then yes.
Well, wind is magic, so yeah.
Yes, wind is magic. He looks over at Sprocket and gives him a wink.
It's the rune for the storm, associated with the winds. It's surely
I hold up the
means
bauble
something that we
towards
have
the
brought here
rune to
today.
see if it does anything.
Wind is magic.
Bjorn, is the storm rune on your armor enchanted?
Not
Is
yet.
it enchanted?
Not yet.
Not
Not
yet.
till
It
third level.
does not glow any brighter.
We'll have to get a bigger storm.
Yes.
Well, I appreciate you all coming into town, but unfortunately, I have a great deal of work in regards to evaluating Sprocket's mechanisms here, and it will take me the greater part of the day.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
I am excited to see what you have done to see if they can be fit to my purpose. I do know that there is some work to be found around town. You all may find. I am going to set about on evaluating these. And he goes and he grabs a piece of paper from his desk and starts scribbling it out, scribbling some instructions, and hands it to you, Sprocket. If you all would like, there should be room at the Greenest Inn, where you all can gain lodging for the evening.
Good, I'm gonna need somewhere to sleep. Are there beds comfortable?
I have heard good things.
We'll just
How's
have to
their
make them
beer?
better.
They do have a fine ale.
Is
It is a
dwarven?
wheat ale. Oh no, it is a human ale.
Okay, well that's good enough.
Like you keep me on like,
But Jordan, why don't you show them over to the tavern?
Yes. Friends, please, follow me. Yes, this way.
All right,
Bjorn,
you guys gonna?
is it Bjorn or is it Bjorno?
Bjorno.
Bjorn O. Hard O.
Bjorno. Bjorno.
Bjorno. Bjorno.
Bjorno.
Bjorno.
Bjorno.
Bjorno.
Bjorno.
Your Bjorno. Your armor. It's got that rune in it, but I couldn't help but see that it's also very worn. Is that on purpose?
Yes, this is handed down to me from my ancient ancestors.
Well, it just looks like there may be like some weak spots, like here, 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 and here. And I didn't know if that was on purpose. If you like getting stabbed in those places in particular, or
Yes,
if
this is where I fought the polar bear. He was a great white beast. Hungry, terrible, and I'm leading you guys to the end.
how do they do underwater?
Very, very well. They are excellent swimmers.
Gotta look
They-
out for
they
polar
just-
bears.
They just fly through the water like it's no one's business.
Oh no!
Can't
Oh
trust
Are they
no!
anything with
bigger
a
than
white
black
tail.
bears?
Black bear, terrible creature, very strong, scary,
Yeah, but
powerful.
are the white ones bigger or smaller
Oh,
than the black ones?
almost as big as I am. Yes, very.
That
Oh
big?
man.
They rise to their hind legs, and they jump on you.
Okay, we might have some problems with polar bears in the ocean.
Okay, I'm gonna have to figure out polar bear defense mechanism now. That's no good.
He holds up his hammer. I will defend you. I will show you the way.
Have you ever?
Okay,
I mean,
you'll
do
take
you?
care of the polar bears, and then
We will take care of the polar bears together.
We'll destroy every
the
polar
little
bear
one
in the
will take
world.
care of the boars. You got this.
I do
So-
enjoy a good beer.
You all arrive at the yeah, I'm not sure what happened
Nope,
there
fine,
either.
go ahead. I'll
Wade.
fix it. I'll fix it.
You all arrive at the Greenest Inn, also known as Greenest Eggs and Hams. And as you all are walking in, talking about these bears, Serena, you are sitting in the tavern.
Serenia.
Serenia, you are sitting in the tavern.
We'll get there.
This will
And you
take
do
the
hear
dungeon
some-
master some time to capture all of our names, right?
Dave, I actually realize I can't disguise myself super long at this point, so there's just this massive lady just
Yeah,
sitting in the bar.
So you are sitting in the corner, and you hear some people talking about fighting bears. And Bob, you are also in the tavern. You've just gotten in from working on a caravan that has finished its final stop here, and looks like they were originally planning we're going back to the port in a day or so. But for now, you're landlocked in Greenst. But you all have reached the inn. The barkeep waves at you all. Gives a very funny look to Bimgog. What's up with the goblin?
He's my
Was
friend
me.
and assistant.
What's up with your face? Yeah.
He pulls up a mirror. I look fine.
You
The
too.
goblin's fine.
The green one is with me. You must
Ah.
understand. He is vouched for.
If you say so, sir, yes, you can be responsible for the goblin. I'm good with that.
I'm responsible for Sprocket, so it makes sense if other people are responsible for me.
Would like to be responsible for some mutton.
Yeah, we need to
Well,
share responsibility on drinks.
Yeah,
I can-
drinks is my main responsibility right now. What do y'all want?
A mutton.
I think that's a good
Mutton's
idea.
not a drink.
It can be if you get enough, if you juice them and you get their blood.
Yeah, if we squeeze it and smash it with that maul, I bet we can make like a meat smoothie or something.
Oh, this is for business, never for pleasure.
I don't think that I want to know what mutton tastes like as a drink, but I'm hearing ale,
Strongest thing you got.
and some fire water. So,
Okay, I'll take a fire water too. That sounds great. Yeah.
Fire water, you say, like from the fire giants.
no,
Oh.
From the dragons?
No, it's
From
just
Thokas.
the folks from the swamp. They brew some stuff, some corn. But it's like whiskey, but it's a little bit. You know, they age it in these barrels. The tall lady over there, she can tell you all about it. She and he pours out four of these Bourbonian fire waters and 4 ales. That'll be let's see, 6 silver apiece.
I slapped down 6 silver on the table.
Oh, you're catching the bill before I can pay.
Well, yeah, I said I was responsible for drinks. You're responsible for the mutton.
Ah, yes, of course. I will just pay for the mutton then.
Dave, are all these cups the same size?
Yes, they are.
Good, because I was gonna lay into this guy.
The fire water is a double shot.
Okay, as long as it's the same size double shot for all of us.
No discrimination here.
They come in quarts? What?
Bob is watching, highly entertained and trying to figure out how this is gonna roll. Same size drinking.
Right.
Yorno's gonna push the chair aside and just sit cross-legged in front of the table, so he's kind of at head height with everybody.
I stand on the chair. Just my head peeks over the table.
Jorno, you are brought a massive piece of mutton, by the way.
Ah, wonderful. This is good.
Yorno, the reason why I was asking about your armor before is because they've done a lot with armor technology over the last 5,000 years, which is how long I assume your armor's existed, based on all the rust and breaks in it. And I think you could do with an upgrade.
Well, maybe it is time for some improvements. I am never one to turn away good technology when it is properly used.
We've really come far in making things in the last million years that your armor has existed. So we can absolutely, I think, get you something way better.
Hell, there are components to it I consider an heirloom, and I'm not eager to part with quite yet, but I will hear your offerings. Know that I do not have a lot of coin on me at this point and juncture in time.
Alright, so we'll come back to the important parts that you don't want to part with. Payment. So, what were you doing here? You're teaching Finn how to be a rune maker?
Well, he is interested in the Yall runes on the Alm and the Allfather, and I am teaching him what I have learned from my elders.
Okay. Well, after we're
In exchange, I chop wood for him, build fires, and protect his place from invaders.
All right. See, I like that last part. Okay, so how about this? When we're done here, and I'm done schooling him on how my stuff is way better than his stupid books, we're going to the ocean, and we're going to go as far down into the ocean as possible. Further down than anyone's ever gone before.
Do you know the creatures that exist beneath the waves?
No, and that's
No.
why I want you to come with us. I will
Bob
make you
Perk.
cool armor that's way better than your 2 billion-year-old armor that you're wearing right now. And
The
you
feathered
protect
one.
us from the polar bears.
The feathered one
So
is
while
trying
all
to
this
speak
is
to us.
happening, Alexander like downs her shot of firewater and then turns towards sorry, Cal, what was your character's name again? Or yeah, you. Sorry. Callie, not Cal. My bad. But
It's
she
fine.
just downs it and then turns towards the tall person that the bartender pointed to and say, "So you guys make this stuff?"
I mean, not me specifically, but as he was saying, so making fire whiskey is a very complicated but easy process. So first you have to grow the grain, okay? And
I'm
then
good at that.
you need to go through this period of malting. It just makes the starches into sugars very essential part. So from then you're gonna mash it all up. Just smash it, release all that stuff, right? You know,
Oh, like we do
grind.
with the grapes for the wine. Cool. Gotcha.
Yeah, same stuff, same stuff. Then, also crucial, you need to ferment it.
I like your feathers. They
Yeah, of
are
course,
quite
of course, of course.
beautiful.
After fermentation, you gotta distill it down to a concentrated alcohol, and then you're gonna put it in a really nice barrel. Your ability to find a really nice barrel will vary. You just shove it in there,
I got a
and
guy with
after
barrels. It's cool.
you've got a guy. Yeah, and then after a
I got a
while,
barrel
if you
guy.
did everything that I said exactly how I said it, you too can have fire whiskey.
Now,
That
Bob,
sounds amazing.
You mash
Bob,
it.
you do overhear them talking about a trip to the bottom of the ocean, which you know something about.
I do. I know a lot about that. I'm totally perked, and I'm throwing down on that one. Um, just to make a note, Bob is a Kenku and does not have their own voice. So there's a combination of men, women, and children in each different word that is being said. It is highly disorienting, but I'm not personally going to inflict that upon anybody.
Like some people here.
What, you don't have a soundboard just with words? You're just like, word.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to do that, even if I had that access.
People are not
It'd be cooler
monsters.
if you did, though.
Nevertheless, Bob is able to effectively communicate.
Yes, very well. He's not a children. I have seen the world. I have seen what comes from the bottom of the ocean, and it will turn you white like me. And
Quite like a polar bear?
yes,
They're actually clear, but it's
What?
another story.
You
Is
can
there
see through
alcohol at the
polar
bottom of the
bears?
ocean?
Oh,
not that I'm aware of, but that's probably the sunken ships that are there.
See, that's why I want to go down there. I bet there's like a million treasure chests down there.
Most definitely. But
So
there are
you've been
many
down there?
creatures down. I have not been down there. I've been on the top of the ocean
Okay.
and watched the things that jump up and through, and they are terrifying, let alone thinking about what is down below. And all the different races and creatures, and I've seen things larger than my ship.
What
Well,
does the
Listen.
not
ocean
my
look
ship.
like? I've never seen one.
What? A what?
I've never seen an ocean. What does it look like?
Do you see the river out there?
Yes.
Now see the river and not see the other side at all, just water.
That's a little scary.
It is terrifying, but beautiful, and a mighty fine mistress.
Do you have a boat?
Sadly, no, I do not.
Do you know how to use a boat?
Very much so.
Do you know a guy with a boat?
I know plenty of guys with boats.
Well, we're planning
I'm-
our next expedition right now to the bottom of the ocean. and I need someone who knows about boats, because I could probably make a boat. I could probably make the best boat in the entire world, but I don't know how to use that boat.
I would be able to assist you with that, and it is highly intriguing if we can find more treasure down there.
I mean,
How do you feel about boars?
yeah, boar hogs.
Warhogs are
Don't have any
terrifying.
feeling whatsoever on those.
They can breathe underwater
mean-
for pretty much forever.
They've been on my ship and
What?
my captain's ship every once in a while. They, you know,
You're boarded by
Dead.
boars?
no, they were dead.
In the middle
being
of the
shipped
ocean?
elsewhere. They were dead and shipped elsewhere. Yeah,
Oh.
sometimes
Oh,
that
Oh,
happens.
okay, that makes
Salted
more sense.
pork.
Yeah,
What do they taste like?
I don't eat that kind of stuff.
Very savory, salty,
You don't eat monsters.
crispy if prepared right.
It's like if you ate a dragon. Like, who would... I mean, that's a king's meal right there.
That is a king's meal. You
I
can't
mean, you
say no to that.
you can't just like waste a body though.
Oh, they weren't being wasted. They were being shipped from one place to another.
Oh, okay, well that's fine.
Dimgod, have
Alright.
you ever eaten a boar hog?
I've thought about it, but I mean, I'm kind of terrified that I'll end up having baby boar hogs that'll get inside me, and then they're just gonna burst out of my chest because that's how they reproduce, and you have to be really careful because
That's
like
not how they
I don't think that's
reproduce.
true.
Fucking
Not
parasites.
I've eaten a lot of them, and I've never given
What?
birth to one.
So
I've
this is
never
a
given
strange
birth at all,
place.
actually.
Yeah,
Well-
you can eat that safely. I mean, you should probably cook it a little bit at least first for it to be safely, but
No, you should
You're not
definitely
gonna
cook it. There's
give
a lot of
birth.
bacteria.
oh,
Well, before this trip and all of your educations, I don't think I've actually met you, so I probably shouldn't be going on any adventures with those that I don't know. Who
Oh, well, I'm
are you?
Alexandra Oldra, and now you've met me, so you can come with.
I'm Serena and I'm not with them, so
Oh,
good luck.
Oh,
I
do
mean,
you wanna
maybe.
be?
Do you guys need a guide to get there? So it's
What do
kind
you know
of
about the ocean?
no. I didn't say about the ocean. I said to get to the ocean.
that is a good point, Sprocket. We need to be able to get there.
Maybe
Well,
we
what's
just
between
go
here and the ocean?
west, right?
Go.
No?
No. You're
Oh.
gonna have a terrible time if you try to just go west. I can help you. I can help you.
We'll need
Well,
a guide.
it's true. I
Captain,
was just
my
part
name
of
is
the
Sprocket.
caravan.
I am the greatest builder that's ever built anything ever.
I am intrigued at what you could build.
I could build you a boat that will make every other boat look like a piece of shit.
Oh my goodness, you know how to speak well.
Like, this thing will have flippers. It'll be moving so quick through the water. Boats have flippers, right, Bimgard?
I mean, I think it's flippers.
No,
Is it flippers?
no,
I have never
I
seen
think
a
they're
boat
called
with flippers.
rudders,
no.
but they look the same, so it's fine.
I have to confess, I've never been on a boat before. I've also never seen a boat before. But I get the idea behind it, you know. It's a piece of wood and water. It's not that difficult. It's like a log floating down the river.
A piece of wood in water that doesn't leak, hopefully.
Of course.
You know what? Confidence is half the equation, so I believe Sprocket could build you the best boat, and I just met him.
This is a really good guide right here. We're gonna get our money's worth, I think.
Yeah, we'll have to talk about that.
I can't pay you until we get to the bottom of the ocean.
Hey, payment is a nebulous thing. I mean, it could be money, or you could just owe me a favor for the future.
Ah, I love
I've
favors.
got to go places. Huh?
I give people favors all the time.
Perfect. That's how we'll do this.
I know this Kalisari in Kalisham that I built this really nice necklace for his wife, and every day at 3:20, the locket pops open and screams at her. And it was like the most amazing little thing I ever got to build before, and I owe him like 5 favors for getting to make that thing.
Wait, you paid him to make a thing?
Yeah, he had all the material, and I never got to make something like that before, so I wanted to try it out.
That's not how business works.
did-
I need another shot of fire water, please.
I'm not running a business.
Yeah.
The barkeep takes notice and fills up another shot and brings it over. 5 silver.
Wait, hold on. 5 silver? The last round for everything was 6, and 1 is 5?
Full quarter.
No, it was 6 per person.
6 per person.
5 silver
well,
for
then
a fire water. A single silver for an ale.
Then I did math wrong. And here's 5 silver and whatever the rest I owed you for the other ones. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Math is hard.
Yeah, that's a total of 27 silver, I believe. 26.
Okie dokie.
That's like his
7 is
entire
the
night's profit right there.
This fire water ain't cheap.
Okay, we're gonna need to start
just
making our
drinking
own
ale.
fire water.
Like,
We could make it on the ship.
Could make it on the
probably
ship.
not. We probably can't make it on the ship, actually. There's a few components.
Yeah, no, because you can't grow things on a ship. We need to grow things first. We need
Well, I
ground
mean,
for that.
Grow it and you mash it, you malt it, and then you squish it a lot, and then you put it in a
Malt-
barrel.
Malting
got-
comes
We could do the barrel
before
thing
the
on the boat, though.
mashing. Malting comes before the mashing. Gotta keep your steps in order.
I'm just gonna make a barrel that does all of this for me.
I like that plan.
Not gonna taste the same, but okay.
Okay,
Still get you
wait.
drunk.
That's the important part, really.
No, taste is important. Quality is very important. We have to make the most high quality version of anything if we're gonna make it. It's not worth making if it's not the best.
But you have to do things kind of shitty before you can do things kind of good.
Well, you just destroy that and you make a new one. You don't let bad
So
things go
but
out.
we're gonna destroy it by drinking it, right? Like we're not gonna let it go to waste.
No, we're gonna pour it in the ocean to kill the polar bears.
I think it takes more than that to kill the polar
You
bear.
understand the concept of dilution.
No,
Yes, that's fair.
Just checking.
Big
I'll
Dog, here's
drink.
how dilution works, okay? Take something small and you put it in something big. That doesn't make it bigger. That just makes the small things spread out more. So you know how
But
you
is it
you
still
shoot
alcoholic?
a boar hog and the blood goes all over the ground? That's diffusion.
gotta watch out though. That'll actually melt the earth.
That won't melt the
dangerous.
earth.
It might.
No.
So you guys are, all together. Does anybody have anything that they want to do with the rest of the evening?
Just take it into different personalities, and I'm trying to make small talk where I can, but we got some big talkers here, and Bjorno's a little intimidated by all the conversation. His command of common is not the best.
Okay. Well, the letter that you were provided provides lodging for 4 of you. Bob and Serena, each of you already had lodging reserved. So does anybody have anything left that they'd like to do before we move on?
No, I'm good. This
Okay.
has been a very fun conversation.
Let's
I would like to get my flask filled with fire water for the road.
Ooh, okay. One moment.
Just a couple for the road, bud.
Now we're in a settlement in the green fields in the Western Heartlands.
Yes.
Okay.
A flask is, how many ounces is your flask?
How much ounces in a standard flask?
An 8-ounce flask would be 8 shots. But he'll give you a deal at 2 gold.
Good deal.
Sounds good.
Okay, he fills
I'll
up
do
your
it.
8-ounce flask for you. Let's go ahead and take a 5. Is everybody make sure that your character sheets are ready for some Dungeons and Dragons.
about him
You're
the more I
back up.
think he really does. I don't think
So,
Cullen could have actually saved him in that mine.
This is
So
what
what's,
happened to
what-
Sprocket once he died. We're living through like the divine trials of Sprocket right now.
Rocket's Inferno.
Sprocket's Inferno.
These are all the people that judged me and mocked me.
I'm
My
fucking here for
goodness.
it.
Are we all various versions of sins and we
Oh,
just
God.
don't know it yet?
I know who Pride
I'm
is.
Sloth. Dibs on Sloth.
Who's Pride?
Bob.
Probably the feathered one.
It's just preening.
He's already got a feather in his cap.
Oh, you did there.
I would definitely be Gluttony.
I don't know what Serena is yet.
Wrath.
Sorry,
it's Callie.
Serenia.
Nope, you said it.
Serenia,
You're stuck, Callie.
No, I keep
Is crits
mispronouncing
one of the
and
seven
misreading.
deadly sins?
Crits.
Listen, I'm not playing just a like DPS demon this time. I don't think I get to take Wrath. Unless you guys just want me to be Wrath, in which case,
Take the Callie out of Ravenloft, but you can't take the Ravenloft out of Callie.
You can only bite
guys,
your
I was
nature
just
so
playing
much.
me. I was just me. Like, I really struggle, especially tabletop, to hop into whole different personalities. I understand that. I accept that. So I don't try to play things that are super out of my own norm. And yeah, no. We just... Dave said, "Hey, go play you."
there is nothing Dan-like about Bjorno. Don't even confuse the characters. Very different people.
I would say as soon as you were like, "There's so many people talking," I was like, and I'm just gonna sit here quiet. I'm like, "Oh, that's a very different Marius character for me."
He's
Marius,
like a giant, like cuddly, squishy thing. It's so great. Like this hard exterior, but he's so soft.
Warm and fuzzy.
Marius, I want you to like take a mental note of like scene-wise, because we didn't get to talk this out. Like, Serenia was just like looking at you and like trying to size up who's taller, basically. Like neither of us were standing at the same time, so she's just like trying.
8 foot even, but another 6 inches with the horns, with the helmet.
The helmet doesn't count, buddy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to tell you.
It counts.
Just you
Sorry
guys
to
wait
tell
till I
you.
make my Iron Giant.
I like that both of
8'1"?
us picked 8 foot even, by the way.
8 foot, 1 centimeter.
Same. I was actually going to go 7 foot and be like, oh yeah, I'm the runt. But then I found out there's a 2 foot and a 3 foot character. I'm like, no, we're maxing out size, going all the way up.
Extremes.
And now we have.
My
Are
car
you-
lets me gain inches.
I love that
Are you
like I'm
guys-
the only like normal one of the group.
Yes.
You're the normie.
You're the average.
Literally.
All right,
Are
Normie.
you guys ready?
Absolutely. Let me switch voices.
Back to it.
Okay. So you guys are in town. You're not adventuring. I don't imagine any of you take watches.
Yeah.
The sleeping area upstairs doesn't have private rooms, but all of the beds are curtained off for privacy's sake. But at the end of the day, you're all essentially sharing a bunkhouse with some privacy. The night passes uneventfully. You all spend the evening discussing the logistics of a trip, going as far west as you can till you hit ocean, until finally Sprocket will build his very first boat to take you all to the bottom of the ocean. Which,
Hey, so Serenia, with like in any sort of local area, would she know like if ocean's closer, or how to like? Because she straight up told Sprocket, "You're wrong. We can't just walk west until you find it." So
Yeah, you actually can.
I mean, theoretically, like eventually you will, but I'm sure you have a better route.
technically, just walking west would get you to the ocean.
That doesn't make it the fastest. Is there something
Oh.
like I can roll?
We never said anything about being fast.
I did actually. That was my whole claim to fame.
She did. Listen, they will get you there faster. And Sprocket's head, he's going, man, I'm really close to Candlekeep where I grew up and lived to the west of here. It's right on the ocean.
Also, like, where did Bob come from? Like, he came from somewhere with ocean. Is it directly west?
Well, honestly, Bob is actually from Valen, which is southeast of everywhere around here, but
Yeah.
has spent time in Baldur's Gate and is traveling in and out, doing various runs and shipping.
But didn't he just come from water?
Well, yes, because part of
Was-
a troop to caravan coming in.
Is that directly west of us or somewhere else?
Yes, it is west.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, just based on Faerun in general, the ocean is west.
I don't know this area, guys. Callie
I'll get
does
you a
not.
map.
You'll learn.
That's why I
Just
pulled
cover
up a
for it
map.
by saying
I
we need
just
to
put
go
one,
southwest
yeah.
instead of west.
I
It's
put one in
fine.
chat.
Here, actually, I'll just pull up the map. I've given you guys all of the DM info icons here, so you can also see the city names and everything like that. Because all of the
Okay, yep, I see it.
so basically up in the tavern on the wall, there is this beautiful map. And yeah,
Okay, got it.
Where are
Here's
we?
the
Where are we
local
right now?
Candlekeep.
It's at the bottom of the map.
Oh, there we go.
Bottom left, greenest.
you're at Greenest. You're just north of or Am, whatever it is
Gotcha.
pronounced.
It's
Oh, there
on.
we are. Okay.
Okay. So you all stay up late drinking and talking about this future trip to the bottom of the ocean, which, for Sprocket making his first boat, that's going to be a quick trip to the bottom. But you all wake up when you hear something that you've never heard before, as a piercing roar that shakes the windows and shatters the glass of the room, reverberates through the walls, and you hear screams and swords clattering.
Just our luck. It turns like a worm.
The 5 of them?
Is this the kind of roar that would have been in the childhood tales that Alexandra has heard?
Most certainly.
Alexandra looks very excited and wakes up and rushes to a window.
You look outside and you are able to see that much of the town is on fire. And downstairs in the hall, you all hear the doors crack and women and men start screaming, "Kobolds! Kobolds in the inn! We need help!"
Is the inn currently on fire?
Not that you can tell. Roll a perception
Okay.
check.
Nat 20.
The inn is not on fire, but you do catch a glimpse of a shadow that flies overhead, and you make out the discernible shape of a wing. Knowing what you know, that wing has to be 50, 60 feet long. And
I am very excited.
Hold on a second. Initiative, right?
yes. And I will say that you all had just enough time to get ready for the day, so you do have your armors and everything on. But let's go ahead and roll initiative.
I take the
don't
first
know
one.
why
I
have
messed up.
advantage, but I don't know why that happened, but it is what it is. Into any other ones.
It's a bird thing.
Yeah. Get
The
best
power of
everything.
Hugin.
Oh, it's much better than a bird thing.
The power of Hugin.
Fireball.
And you all hear screams as a woman cries out, "I've been stabbed!" And then the barkeep starts screaming, "He's getting into the air! He's going for the coin box!"
Unacceptable.
Rocket, what do you do?
Oh, am I first?
You're first on the players list.
Oh shit. Let's see. What do I want to do here? I want to move in front of Yorno, and I'm going to reach into my bag and pull out a vial and hurl it forward, and as it does, it explodes in front of me, hurling acid in front of me as I cast Tasha's Caustic Brew.
Ooh.
Excellent spell use.
Not great damage, but it's a line in front of me. DC 14 Dexterity saving throw for those two kobolds right in front of me.
Okay.
Yeah, shitty damage, but
Just getting started.
The first,
Hearts, Rocket.
the one in the back grabs the other kobold by the back of the armor and pulls him up as a shield in front of him. As this takes the brunt of the acid right to the face. He just
awesome. And
The
I
other-
roll backwards up the stairs a little bit.
Okay. This kobold's gonna go. This lady has already been stabbed, and he's feeling vicious. He's charging up the stairs. Bjorn, he's coming after you.
Say it with me now. Bjorno.
Bjorn,
There it is.
Bjorn, does a 12 hit you?
12 will not hit me. Too much armor.
His rusty dagger bounces off of your armor. He says, "Rah!"
Yes, I know.
Alexandra.
All right. Is this a kobold behind the bar here going after the cash box?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna whistle at it and cast magic missile. So 2 force damage. Oh, that's a shitty magic missile roll, but that's okay.
You catch her cheek, and you actually blow off a piece of his cheek. You're "Ah!" But he's still standing.
And that's it for my turn. Actually, no, it's fine. I'll stay on the stairs.
Okay. This kobold will rush forward. And he is going to stab at Bimgog.
You son of a bitch.
Does a 19 hit you?
Yes, does.
He will hit you for 5 piercing as his dagger.
Reaction.
sinks into your shoulder.
Interception. No.
Is it
Reaction.
19
Stop
more-
talking, please.
Is a 19 more than 4 of your AC?
No, it is not more than 4.
Hold on.
Okay,
Marius had a.
I did. Interception. Bjorno puts his hammer in front of a Bimgog and catches the knife. Did that come through? That was not the correct roll. That one was. So he's going to absorb the entire strike with his reaction.
Okay, so the hammer sets in front of Bimgog, and the dagger bends against the metal, and they both look at Jordan and. I'm sorry for interrupting you, Bree.
No, it's fine. If he's interrupting, then I'm not bothering to interrupt. Because mine is a roll instead of an actual interrupt.
Okay.
Also, I'm going to use my reaction of Hail of Spores to spore at the one trying to hit Bimgog, because how dare. 2. It is 2 necrotic.
Okay, is it just an auto damage?
So,
The roll.
how do I share it? I have no idea.
Happy
Ah!
pasta.
That one.
Constitution save against your spell,
Oh.
which he will fail. And so you
Cool.
all watch as spores materialize out of the air and start growing off of this creature's forehead, and start eating away at his flesh. Ah! Bob.
All right. Well, I'm sneak attacking this guy right there in front of me.
Oh, he didn't expect that.
Yeah, I'm using my rapier. The normal roll. Nope.
Nope. His tough kobold hide bounces off of it.
All right. Well, can I use my bonus action to use my dagger to try to stab him in the rib?
Certainly.
That will do it.
Yeah.
That will certainly do it.
That would utilize my sneak attack, correct? Because it's
Yes.
just once per turn. All right. So there's that. Oh, yeah. So 9 altogether.
Okay.
Right in the ribs.
He screams and he laughs as your first attack bounces off of his scales. Fear the dragon! And then right as he's about to go, dragon, you stab him right in the gut. And he falls over dead.
Good. I'm done.
This kobold runs over and goes, Cliven, no! And he will sling a rock at you, Bob. But it goes sailing over your head.
He had a wife and 3 daughters. No.
Crashing
better.
Crashing through the broken window, 2 cultists stumble through. One of them looks at all the kobolds. Quit messing around. Kill these folks and get the money. Get the gold. He points at you lot on the stairs. This is none of y'all's business. I suggest you pass along and out. Bimgog.
All right, Bimgog, since he's not going to be staying in melee, he disengages as a bonus action. And then he is going to shoot at that guy right in front of him, because that guy's a problem. And I don't know if a 12 is going to hit, because that's 12.
A 12 will hit.
Oh. Well, then...
the kobold looks to deftly dodge as you see that he's like lining up the shot with you, and he squeezes up against the rail, and you kind of aim your shot where you know he's going to jump to next, and he literally jumps into the arrow.
Kill that little shit.
That's what he deserves.
Anything else?
That is Bimgog.
Bjorn.
Bjorno's going to step down the step. He's going to step down 1 step, and as he steps onto the kobold, he crushes its skull effortlessly with his armored boot. And then he's just going to march forward, and then just sideways swing at the kobold that's next to him.
You swing your maul mightily at the kobold, and it actually knocks out part of the wall as the kobold ducks underneath it.
Seeing that he missed, he looks a little embarrassed and then frustrated, and then inhales and takes another swing with an action surge.
Action surge.
I think that might hit him.
You the kobold's like cackling, and you kind of bring the hammer back up and down on him. crushing him through the floorboard, actually opening a hole at the bottom of the stairs.
The bar is closed. It's time to leave, Bjorn says to the cultist.
Anything else?
Turn over. It's probably a good idea for you guys to advance on Bjorno.
And so the kobolds do.
We won't fear you! We are the dragon! Does a 13 hit you?
It will not. Too much armor.
That kobold is not able to penetrate. This kobold rushes you. Will crit. And so as his little friend is scurrying at you, and his dagger's just bouncing off your armor, you kind of chuckle at him. Another one comes up beside you and slips his dagger right up into one of those weak spots that Sprocket pointed out. You'll take 10 piercing damage.
Actually, he's going to find himself pretty much hitting a stone wall.
Okay, so you'll take 5 instead?
Yes.
Okay. The next kobold will rush forward on you. And he has the same problem the earlier one had. He actually tries to mimic the other one, but can't quite get the dagger in its spot. This fellow steps forward. I thought I told you lot to clear out. And he brings his he raises a scimitar high, and Bajorno, you actually see the attack coming. He's clearly moving too slow. Take an attack of opportunity as he starts to fumble his blade.
16 hit him.
All right. Yes, you actually knock the blade out of his hand as he brings it down. It clanks off of your weapon, and you watch as the color drains from his face. The kobold behind the bar will run over and start stabbing at the barkeep. But the barkeep grabs a bottle and just starts deflecting this kobold's rusty dagger. Serenia.
As a bonus action, I will cast Shillelagh. And then I will step here and attack the kobold directly in front of me.
All right.
14?
Oh.
You crack him across the skull.
That's not right.
It's certainly enough in this case, though.
Oh,
Oh yeah, it's 1d8 plus 3. That's correct.
oh shoot! Yep, you're right.
Callie, can you do a special thing when you kill something yet?
I don't know. I don't think so. Anyway, I do think what I can do. Let me check the distancing. Yeah. I will Hail of Spores to
You've already used your bonus action.
that's a Hail of
cast
Spores is a
Shillelagh.
reaction, not a bonus action.
Oh, my apologies.
Yep.
Go ahead then.
Just
Hold on. If it's a reaction,
so I used it in the last round.
oh, it's so when a creature you see moves into a space within 10 feet of you or starts its turn there. So you need to use it when they move in.
So
or
not when
they
I
start
move
their
in.
turn. Correct.
That's fine. Catch you soon.
So yeah, I'll give you. Yeah, exactly. The next guy who moves up is gonna face that wrath.
Very small.
Anything
map.
else?
I think that's all I got right now.
Sprocket.
Don't forget, next time you swing, Callie, you do an extra dice 6 of damage, necrotic damage.
What?
Why would she do extra damage?
Your melee weapon attacks deal an extra 1d6 necrotic damage to any target they hit. When you deal your Hail of Spores
From-
damage.
Ooh.
I think that's at later levels.
Second
says-
level.
Yeah, that's
Second level.
Jesus, okay.
Yeah, it does a
You
lot.
are a death machine.
It's basically because you're giving up a wild shape use, so they give you a lot for it.
Oh, I'd have to give up a wild shape to do that.
Yeah, in order to activate
Gotcha.
your spores, you have to sacrifice one of your wild shape uses, which, yeah.
That's okay. Tracking. It's the symbiotic entity versus Halo of Spores.
Yeah, that's if you use the symbiotic entity thing.
Right, which I haven't yet.
You hadn't
Yeah.
used that yet. Yeah, exactly. Okay, Sprocket.
Sprocket will move over here and peek his head between the stair, railing, and look out over what's going on here. This kobold that's attacking the bartender, has he been hurt at all yet?
He hasn't, but
Yes, he took two from my
he has.
magic missile.
He has, but the barkeep looks like he's more than got him.
Okay.
You don't end up a barkeep without, being a little bit rough and tumble.
That's true. Well, then I'll focus on what's going on here in front of us. So this guy who lost his sword,
Yep.
I'm going to reach to my hip and pull up my golden hammer, and I'm going to cast Toll the Dead through my hammer. Because my hammer is my all-purpose tool, and it lets me steal a cantrip from another spellcaster cantrip list. And I chose Toll the Dead. He is missing hit points, so
Okay. What's the save?
should be popping up here in a second for you. Oh no, yeah, there it is. It's not DC 11, it's DC 14. I don't know why it
For
used that.
wisdom or con?
Wisdom. I don't know why it's saying 11.
I got it. Yeah, he is. Wait, which one are you casting this on?
The one down here at the very bottom who lost his sword.
Oh, okay, this guy. Okay, yeah. He is not injured, but yeah, he will take the full blunt of that.
Oh, let me re-roll it then, because that's a different die. It's only a die 8 if he hasn't been hurt. There you go.
Okay. Yeah, you definitely you all watch as he grabs his head, and blood starts gushing out of his nose.
Yeah, and I just stay where I am. I don't have any reason to move right now.
Okay, Alexandra.
All right, Alexandra from the top of the stairs will just tell the cultists and the kobolds, "I fear no dragons," and she will cast Firebolt at this cultist, the cultist that's furthest away from our group.
Okay.
And when she casts Firebolt, it actually comes out of her mouth for that.
All right.
With an 11 hit.
He is actually going to bring the broadside of his scimitar up and block the bolt as it comes at him.
All right, and that is all my actions, yes.
All right. Bob.
All right. Bob does a very beautiful and acrobatic leap over here. There might be a backflip, there might not be. Just because. And is going to sneak attack right over there with rapier.
Okay.
Jeez, so Pete.
You stab at him, and the kobold's his scrawny little body is dodging out of the way of it, and he snaps back at you.
Yeah.
You don't have advantage with the sneak attack?
Oh, I do have advantage with wow. But
Where...
no. Sneak attack. Yeah, I'm going offhand on this one. It's either advantage or an enemy nearby.
Okay.
I don't automatically have advantage.
Yeah.
15. There we go. So there we go.
Nice.
Boom.
All right. Yeah. The same deal. The kobold's laughing and dodging away from your rapier. He doesn't see the the dagger hidden inside of your feathers, and as you bring the dagger in, and he just drops like a sack of bricks.
I'm all about the fake out. Boom, boom. All right.
This cultist will rush forward, and he's going right after you, Serenia. It's a 14 hit.
Nope.
Okay, so he'll bring his scimitar down, and you just kind of step backwards out of the way. You block it once or twice with your shillelagh. Bimgog.
All right, Bimgog is the cultist that just rushed forward. Bimgog's gonna ready his crossbow, and I cast Hunter's Mark, and then I'm going to fire at that one right there. Let's do this. And just that. And does a 27 hit?
A 27 will hit.
And so 14 total damage.
Jesus, you're at second level with a +8.
Yeah, as a magical bolt fires from his crossbow, and you see the bolt strike the cultist, and then the bolt disappears.
You all will take note that his hand crossbow looks like a very weird amalgamation of gears and spider arms that seem to be contorting it. You're probably sure it's a sprocket invention.
You all watch as more kobolds pour in through the door. Just an obscene number of these guys. Followed by a man in heavy leather armor with a strange mask with weird leather strips leading back over his head. And one of those kobolds is going to rush forward. It is actually flying over your head. Serena is going to attempt to drop a rock on you.
That sucks. I'm gonna also hit it.
Okay.
For 1.
When it enters your space?
Yes.
You notice as one of the spores begins growing on his eye, he kind of twitches, but he drops the rock. And I'm guessing a 22 does hit you.
Yes, sir.
You will take 8.
Interception.
Oh. Okay, try to intercept it. So this rock's about a foot from your head, and you see this maul just shoot out and knock it harmlessly to the floor.
He is truly nature's warrior.
Giorno, another kobold will attempt to stab at thee, but will clatter harmlessly off of your armor. Bob, a kobold's coming after you. Guessing a 7 doesn't.
Most
Oh no,
definitely
actually, does a 15 hit you?
Oh, just barely.
Okay, you'll take 3 piercing
Okay.
as the kobolds continue to team up against you.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
I lost power. Power outage. Give me just a
Oh
second.
no.
Oh no, let's take a 5-minute break. Give him a chance to get the powers and the things. Okay, everybody good.
Hey, rock and roller. Take out these little kobold shits. As another gnome I play might say, we gotta kill these little rat fucks right now.
They've simply lost their way in life, and now it is our responsibility to help them find their way to the afterlife. Perhaps they will make better choices there.
They're just buttheads.
Remember, I'm up.
Sprocket, one of them is coming after you.
Does it matter that I'm up on these stairs? So,
Yeah, he is flying.
oh shit. Alright, let's do this.
But I'm guessing a 12 doesn't hit you.
That will bounce off of my shield.
All right. And this one will run forward. Giorno. Giorno. Does a 14 hit you?
Too much armor today.
Too much armor today. All right. You will not get through. Serenia.
I'm just going to use Shillelagh to continue to attack the one directly in front of me.
Do it.
Yeah.
10, however, will not do it. Anything else?
No, that's all I got.
Does your extra necrotic damage require you to actually hit with your weapon or just to make a roll? Because you have the spores.
So I don't currently have the extra to hit up right now.
Oh, okay, never mind.
I just have the passive on their turn. I pick a bitch I hate.
Yeah.
Like,
Alright, Dave, question for you. How have these kobolds mastered flight?
It appears that they have wings.
So they look natural?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm going to... Let's take a look at my options here. Character sheet, what do I got? I actually don't even have a... I will pull out my spear, and I will stab him with my spear.
All right.
So we will roll to hit.
That will certainly do it.
Damage. One-handed. I don't know why I rolled Toll of the Dead. It's weird. Oh, it's both. So it's one-handed, so 4 damage.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, you definitely stab him, and as it goes through his wing, he clatters to the ground.
Well struck, Sprocket.
My little 3-foot-long spear. Yeah, that'll be all for me.
This cultist has lost his nerve since losing his weapon, and he grabs it on the way out the door. Giorno, you may take an attack of opportunity if you'd like.
I will.
Think of like Bjork.
Bjorno.
Just make the J a Y and you got it, dude. Holy shit.
That'll definitely hit.
Nasty.
So he reaches down to grab his weapon, which is kind of at your feet on his way out, and you see him duck down, and you, again, like hammering a railroad spike, just down on his back, and he goes flat.
He impales himself on the handle of his own sword.
This kobold will rush forward. Does an 18 hit you?
Yes, finally, that will hit me.
3 damage.
Ouch. I look irritated.
Alexandra.
All right, you said that cobalt is on the floor.
Yeah, over here.
All right. If I go here, if I go like right in between Sprocket and Bob, is that still technically range for me, or is that
Yes.
melee range?
Yeah, he's
okay.
he's about 10 feet beneath you.
Okay, so I'm gonna go up here to protect my small buddies, and I'm gonna cast Firebolt down at that guy.
All right.
Does a 17 hit?
It will.
Wonderful.
Boom.
Take 10 fire damage.
That'll do it.
You
I
you
just
drop the
spit
fire
fire
into his
down on
chest,
top of him.
and it like hits him right in the chest, and you watch as like the flesh sizzles and boils away.
Oh, the fireball.
And I like take a protective stance in front of the two small guys.
Bob, you're in a
Alright.
target-rich environment.
Yeah, I'm going right here. I mean, it's right there. So that's. You said we're start with rapier. I don't know why, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
You can do it. Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
finally. and as I'm like stabbing, in Gnomish has the most foul, offensive cursing about like mothers and deep dark things, and I go, "That's for you, Gnomish buddy." No clue what I just said.
Sprocket, she actually said something deeply offensive, but it's okay because she said it at the Copal. Do you want to do anything else?
No, I'm gonna chill here.
Don't you have
Just
an
be a
offhand
buddy.
attack?
Oh, I do have an offhand attack. I mean, I'll go for that, buddy. But yeah.
Sprinkle that damage out.
Yeah.
Show me what
sneak.
you
No
got.
sneak on that one. Nope.
Nope. He snips at your hand, and you pull it back just in time.
Yeah. All right.
The masked man steps forward. Time to have enough. I've had quite enough of this.
He's gonna take Halo of Spore damage.
All right. How much?
Yeah.
Roll max, roll max, roll
It's gonna be
max.
max damage. It's gonna be max damage. I feel it.
Ah,
Damn
the
it.
opposite.
Damn.
Giorno does a
No, yes.
15 hit.
No, too much armor.
Too much armor. He slashes out at you with extreme fury, but your armor again rises to the occasion. And he slices at you again, and again your armor takes the brunt of it. It's your turn.
You, my friend, have made a mistake today.
Yes.
Destroy him.
All right, roll damage.
That is excellent news right there.
Boom. 10
He's done his
damage.
body.
So after you block one of his blows, you take the head of your maul, and if you can imagine the way a pool cue like hits a ball, you kind of jab it forward unexpectedly because they've been seeing you swing it like a hammer. You jab it right into his face and you knock his head back, and you can see where his jaw's like cracked, but he keeps fighting. Bimgog.
Oh, wait,
Earth
hold on a
Bite.
second. Not quite done.
Oh, there we
Uh,
go.
Yeah, Bjorno's going to take a deep inhalation at seeing the blow happen. And you guys almost seems like he gets taller for a few seconds, and his wounds start to disappear.
Ooh,
Second wind.
love it.
Okay.
So
I feel
good.
better.
Yeah.
So powerful in these
Bimgog.
early levels.
Back to full health.
Holy crap. Bimgog sees what just happened and thinks that that's a problem for Bjorno, so he is going to aim carefully at that guy and move his hunter's mark And then he is going to take on another shot. And that is a crit.
I'm just gonna ask, how you want to do this? Where are you hitting him?
Right in between the eyes.
And you all watch as this guy, jaw kind of hanging loose. So he looks like he's still ready to fight. And he goes and as Bjorn is taking that deep breath and blocks a blow and turns around to swing down on one of the kobolds, you watch as he brings his scimitar up, ready to take advantage of the opening. And Bimgog just leans around Alexandra and just thunk. And you watch as the bolt impales him in the eye, or in between the eyes. And he falls to the ground. The bolt disappears.
Well struck.
You're our bear. No one hurts our bear.
Anything else, Bimgog?
That's all he does right now. I'm staying next to Sprocket for now.
Okay. This winged kobold is going to attack at Serenia. He is going to crit.
Oof.
Take 5 piercing damage.
Interception. Take
Oh,
2.
no.
Bang!
Okay.
Did you roll that interception?
I did.
Okay,
Did it
it
not
didn't
show
show up.
It showed up on D&D Beyond, but not on Roll20. Oh, there it is.
Really?
Okay,
There
there
it
it is. There it is. Got it.
I rolled the pitiful 1, but still, that's almost all the damage.
Yeah.
Well,
Again,
kobolds aren't known
again,
for their crits.
The maul like shrieks out in front of you and absorbs most of the damage.
Bjorn, the kobold in front of you, however, takes advantage of the moment that you go to block the blow and stabs you in the side of the leg, critting you for 8 piercing again. And finally, the last one, seeing your injured knee, attempts to grapple your leg and stab at you. But as he's stabbing, his dagger actually breaks, and he looks over and just ah!
Yes, it is very frustrating. I understand.
Serenia.
Serenia will look up, look out, hold out, up and out her hand, even though it has a quarterstaff. It's fine. It all works still. And poison spray the kobold directly in front of me. Con 13 save.
He will take a deep breath of whatever you put in front of him.
Or poison. I'm doing great, guys.
He is gagging. Anything else?
Nope.
Sprocket.
Sprocket will, he's gonna use Toll of the Dead again on, the one that's in front of Serenia.
Okay.
And I know it's taking damage this time. So it gets
Yep.
the full die 12. And that'll be DC 14, Wisdom throw.
He actually locks eyes with you as you're casting the spell, and you see his eyes go wider and wider and wider as he begins to shake. He falls over convulsing and dies.
And then I shout, "We've got him on the ropes, Bimgog, let's get him!" And then I dive off of the stairs.
Give me an acrobatics.
Okay. Acrobatics. There it is.
That is just enough to keep from taking damage.
Alright. So I dive off of the stairs. I dive off the stairs, and when I land, I do one of those things where I hit my ankle kind of weird. I'm like, oh, that fucking hurt. Ow, shit, fuck. And I just stumble forward as I just run over here and just get into the thick of it. And that's it. I'm done. I'm like, this looks so cool. I dive. Ah, shit, fuck, that hurt.
Jorn, take an attack as one of them leaves your area. If you want to take an attack of opportunity.
Yes, Bjorn will take a strike. Unfortunately, I do not think a 7 was going to rule the day.
It hops over your attack. Sprocket the Brave. Does an 18 hit you?
It does.
You get stabbed for 3 damage.
Got it.
You must come closer. I cannot reach you.
Alexandra.
All right. Did that cobalt look like it was running away?
No, it looked like it was going to attack the tasty snack that is Sprocket Fire Whistle.
Oh, well, that's not cool. I'm gonna firebolt at that guy. That's not cool at all. That guy's small.
Oh, that will
Right,
definitely hit him.
Double batter and Dixie Fried.
Yeah, I'll just spit another firebolt over at that one. And then I'm going to move just a little bit closer to be behind everybody over here. And that's it.
Okay.
Yugen, show them your steel.
All right, going for this guy right here with the rapier.
Okay. That unfortunately will not connect.
Yeah, oh, we'll try the dagger. Yeah.
Yo, 1-2.
And on this one, I look over
God.
at Bjorno, and in giant, I say, this one's, I don't say in giant, I say in common, this one's for you. And I scream out like this curse that has something to do with ripping heads off and defiling the neck hole. But I, once again, have no clue what I'm actually saying.
Jorn, you are again deeply offended by what she said. It is grotesquely inappropriate, but she said it to an enemy, so it's your turn though.
The Allfather, surely you sprung forth, Yugen, and I'm gonna look at the last kobold. Throw down your weapon and explain yourself, and I shall let you live. And I'm going to ready an action. Can you guess what I'm readying my action to do?
Is it to smack him down?
It is!
He looks at you and goes, ah, 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 ah. Looks like he can't make up his mind of what to do.
Ready in action. I ready in action.
Okay. Bimgog.
Yeah, I see this stuff, and then I notice that he is awfully close to Sprocket, and I take aim throughout all these people. Is it very clear that Bjorno is not taking an opportunity where he could have?
Yeah, you could tell that he's held his action. He's clearly trying to intimidate the creature who is intimidated, but what's scarier, a dragon or this Goliath in front of him?
In my time in the Warrens, have I ever known kobolds to be good talking folk?
No.
I'm gonna move my hunter's mark and I'm shooting.
Look out on the ropes, Bimgog.
You so Jordan has his hammer raised, ready to bring it down, and you actually aim your shot, but he's so tall, he's in the way of it. But you figure out, you're just like, yeah, if I just pink, and you shoot it, and it bounces off of his maul and down into the kobold, killing it.
You weren't going to talk anyways. Now I don't have to hear you're stupid, and you're not going to threaten Sprocket.
And that will conclude combat. As you all hear the sounds of fighting continue outside, you've noticed that the commoners have all left to the back of the inn. The barkeep approaches. I thank you all for clearing that lot out. The next round of firewaters on me. And he goes over to the curtains and pulls them shut and peers outside.
Are you
There's a
all
lot.
right?
I'm it is not. I've been through more than a few bar fights, if you know what I mean. I can defend my own.
Dragon fights, though.
Yeah, that's not my speed. But it looks like there's a lot more of them outside. I'll tell you what. There's a tunnel. It's very rarely used. That'll actually get people to the keep from here. Because it looks like they've got the keep surrounded. Do you all want to try? Maybe you can find some commoners and bring the people back here so they'll be safe.
Absolutely, and I run to the door.
I will also run to the door and windows. Is the town on fire outside?
Multiple buildings are on fire.
Oh,
As
shit.
you all step out into the sunlight, you do see people running every direction. Kobolds, like a couple of groups of kobolds, are flying around. You see the town's guard formed up into in groups with shieldsmen on the outside and archers inside. Lobbing arrows at the flying kobolds. And I need a wisdom save from everyone.
Oh shit.
Is this a magical effect?
1 moment. It is not. Alexandra, Bimgog, Bjorno, Bob, and Sprocket are all. You all look up and you see this gigantic blue dragon. Almost feels like he's as big as the town. Fly overhead and are filled with fear. Serenia, you, however, you know this type. You know these creatures. There's no reason to fear the dragon. Why is there even a dragon here? This doesn't make sense. You are not afraid.
Serenia's gonna look at the closest and nearest fire on a building and create 10 gallons of water to put it out.
Okay. You all watch as Serenia moves her hands in a fluidic fashion, and water begins to appear above the building next to you all and starts seeping into the burning thatch, smothering the fire and putting it out. Let me bring up the town map again.
I don't know which building it's in.
The town map is black for me, by the way.
No.
Can you see now?
No.
I have the ambient lighting, and it's darkening a lot of it.
Yeah, it will be.
Okay, now I can see it. Thank you.
One moment. you all see as the town guard begins securing the square. The keep itself is under siege as a variety of creatures, kobolds and humans alike, are building fires around the walls and preparing a battering ram.
Bob is huge.
Our true savior.
Soul of the giant. Yes.
How far away are these fires that are being built? Because I do have control flame, and I would like to use it at any fire that's within 60 feet of me.
They're about 100 feet away. I mean, the keep's pretty far from you guys. It's visible, but it's like it's not exactly what I would call close. It's in the middle of town, so you can certainly see it because it's up on a hill. But it is surrounded by a slew of creatures.
Right on.
The captain of the guard approaches you. She is a. Oh, hold on. No, that's not her. Never mind. Like I said, the town's guard has started to kind of secure this square, but they are very frightful as they can't get into the keep from here. What all are you guys gonna do?
Keep soldiers, rally with me. We will chase out the invaders.
Let's just use that tunnel. Yeah.
To start directing people towards the tunnel, like any innocents or like normal people that aren't guards.
A tunnel?
Yeah.
Through the bar, in the back
keep?
of the bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Let's roll.
Okay.
But we need to get the commoners down there. All the townspeople.
He points to some of the guards. You, and you, and all the archers inside. Go through the tunnel. Get into the keep. You, and you. Hold this square. Let's give these adventurers a chance to go get some people. And some of the guards will disappear into the building.
Dave, while they're moving around and getting their positions and stuff, I would like to reach into my bag and pull out 3 ball bearings, and then I go through and I tap each of them with my hammer, infusing them with magic as I'm whispering to them. I'm using my magical tinkering ability, which allows me to infuse it with words, which is what I want to do. Basically, it's a 6-second long recorded message, and all I'm saying is, "Come to the greenest inn for safety." And then I pull out my slingshot and I just start shooting like 1 north, 1 east, and then like 1 west.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that.
Just directing people to come here.
Also,
okay.
Does anyone in the party look severely injured?
Bjorno is bleeding a little bit, but it is not horrible.
Does anyone look worse than Bjorno?
Listen,
Bjorno.
I'll help Bjorno if you could help me.
Bjorno.
Let's get off on good feet.
Okay, so you said you'll help Bjorno if I help you?
Yep.
Okay, then I will tap Serenia for my cure wounds.
Bimgog.
So Serenia, take 11 healing.
You know there's only one way we're gonna be able to save everyone, right?
Going straight through?
No, we gotta go straight up.
We got a what?
Gotta go straight
9 for
up.
Bjorno.
I thank you, my friend.
We gotta kill that dragon, me and you. We gotta go straight up and get to that dragon somehow. I'm thinking of some sort of like catapult. Think we can catapult up to the dragon.
He's not even that big of a dragon. Let's just up through the tunnels.
It's about as scary as a boar hog.
Well,
Do you
good
guys-
news for you. Boar hogs are really easy to kill.
If so, then this thing will go down really simply. Then, if that's the case.
Bad news for you.
One of the lieutenant who was ordering the other guards around turns to you all. you lot could be a lot of use if you wanted to go run over to the mill. I heard they were attacking the mill. If they get down to if they burn down our grain storage, people are gonna starve.
Well, we'll not let this happen. Come, my friends, to arms!
Where's
And
it
Bjorno
at?
Protect the grains. We need it for the alcohol.
Serenia's gonna like look and see if she can find the actual dragon, and if not, be like, all right, let's go with grains.
The dragon, you actually all can see it. And it's far enough away that like as you all are watching it, you become less afraid of it, so you're not affected by the mechanical dragon fear. But it is flying extremely high overhead. You can tell that it's big because you can tell that it's really far away.
Bimgog, this is perfect. We go to the windmill. We secure the windmill. Then we use the windmill to create centrifugal force to catapult us up to the dragon by making it spin really, really fast.
Ooh, I've
Most of
already
that
wanted
meant,
to fly.
but I did know that wind is magic. I learned that from the wizard. So it
That-
makes
Wind
total
is
sense.
magic.
That's a
You're
great
gonna
idea,
die.
but it's a water
You
mill.
will-
But if you guys want to
You
get over there and save
You
it,
will die.
What way? Which way?
Point us direction, please.
Yeah,
if
we
you
have
go-
no idea where we are.
if you
All
go
of your-
east, all the way to the last road and then go south from there, but I mean, you can see all the shit out there, and you guys see, kobolds and cultists are breaking into houses and stuff. So, how do you guys want to get over there?
I mean, if it's all the way to the east and down, that's the best way.
We should like
I mean,
move between these houses and get some cover and shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's just book it.
We're gonna ignore houses and go straight to the grain. We're gonna secure
following
their
the
ability to
Orno.
feed themselves.
Are you guys walking along the road, or are you guys going to go from house to house?
Ooh,
Taking
house
the
to
mo-
house.
House to
The
house.
the most direct path. I'll bust through walls if I have to. I don't care.
If
man.
Okay.
if Bajorno
Following
is
the wall
busting
breaker.
through, we will just deal with that from there.
All right.
When in Rome, if it's acceptable to break through people's houses, I say let's do it.
Wait, where's Rome?
I don't
Yeah.
know. Probably on the other side of the world, across the ocean, maybe at the bottom.
Listen, I have no desire to break through houses, but if one of us is breaking through houses and we're all dealing with it, we're all breaking through houses. But Bajorno, roads are faster.
He's just running.
Okay.
Road
I will
faster.
need everybody to go ahead and roll initiative then, as you guys running through the streets will attract the attention of some of their forces.
I'll murder them. Okay, 1 minute.
There's kind of a lot of them. We really, I don't know. I've been with people that bit off more than they can chew before.
Sounds like Sprocket.
Sprocket knows a thing or two about biting off more than he can chew.
It's true.
So you all watch as this cultist pulls his blade out of one of the town guard's neck, and will charge forward.
Does he get within 10 feet of me?
He does.
All right, he's gonna take my Halo Spores. For 3 damage!
He
3 necrotic, by
does
the
not
way.
like that. I have a mold allergy.
Then leave!
But he will slash at you with his scimitar. But
Mm.
he comes up short, just so short of breath. Bob.
I'm pulling out my crossbow and shooting him. And just because, like I said, once again, I will say amazing curse words because I knew a bunch of draconic individuals that never told me what was said about, once again, their mother and things being defiled. But no clue what it means.
Did you say it in Draconic?
In Draconic, yes.
I
But
just
like I
start
said,
laughing.
Yeah, I have no idea what I said. So,
Okay.
yeah, I'm all done.
Okay. Alexandra.
I will follow up on whatever vile thing she said in Draconic with another vile thing in Draconic while laughing. And are any of these other enemies looking like they're about to run up on us?
This group right here looks like
Mm-hmm.
they've turned away from the keep to start approaching you all. Also, I want to be clear. Like, you go to say something that's vile and inappropriate, it's really hard to match what Bob said, though. It's grotesquely inappropriate.
I know, but it's a
Weaves a
follow up.
tapestry
It's
of
a follow
obscenities.
up.
Yeah.
It's not the main joke. It's just the follow up.
I'm just
So it
saying,
looks
nobody
like
swears like a sailor.
which one is the biggest from the group? So I'm gonna attack that
Well,
one with
there's
my
a giant
firebolt.
lizard that is running up on you guys.
All right,
Giant, you
let's
say.
go with firebolt at that giant lizard thing. Does a 13 hit it?
A 13 will just hit it.
Wonderful. It takes 5 fire damage.
Okay. Give me one moment, guys. I gotta take care of the dog.
Char, be good, buddy.
Just learning.
no.
So
Ambiance,
Alexander,
yes.
you gather up the fire of the dragon inside of you, and you breathe out, and you watch as the cultists and their kobolds' eyes go wide as the fire ejects from your mouth and strikes the drake in the side. One of the cultists charges forward. Serenia, he is going to go after you because you are the closest. So 15 hit you.
No.
Okay. You bring up your shillelagh and block it out of the way. Rah! The kobold screams as he charges down Bimgog. The 14 hit you.
No, it does not. It glints off his shield.
All right. Well, you've got a kobold in front of you.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Bimgog will disengage over to here. And then he will take aim at that kobold. Where are you? There we go.
All right.
And does a 12 hit?
A 12 will hit.
So I will sink into him with a bolt of light for 6 piercing.
And you catch him right in the lung, and he drops.
Nice.
Yes.
That is correct.
Bjorno.
Yorno.
Bjorno. Bjorn,
Not-
Bjorn, Bjorn. Baby Bjorn.
Yeah, it's not DiGiorno, it's Bjorno.
I swing at the cultist.
Does an
Oh, shit, it's
18
not my
hit-
turn. I'm sorry.
Yeah, does an 18 heal?
18 will hit. Yes, an 18 will hit me.
Take 4 slashing.
4. Okay. Did I
This co-
lose?
This,
Okay, no, we're good.
this kobold will run up Alexandria.
No.
I'm guessing a 10 doesn't hit, however.
No, it does not.
It seems like outside in the sun they're having trouble seeing you guys. Serenia.
Sonia will use her bonus action to turn back on Shillelagh, 'cause it's like just some 1-minute thing. And then she will use her action to turn on Symbiotic Entity. That's all I have for you, sir.
All right. Giorno.
Yorno strikes the cultist in front of him. Maybe. Oh, yes.
You'll definitely connect. Roll that damage.
10 points to Pound Town.
So much like the last guy, you kind of swing up, you bring it down like a hammer, and he deflects it to the side, and you recenter it, and again you just kind of pool cue him right in the face, and you knock his head back, and he falls down unconscious.
Think about your life.
Sprocket.
Sprocket's gonna move right into this spot that Bimgog abandoned. And he's gonna try and spear this kobold.
All right.
Action. Spear. Nope.
The kobold will dodge out of the way. You know, he's able to look down at you, so he's not looking up in the sun. He's not quite as blinded.
Yeah, that's it for me.
Okay.
Goliath provides some shade.
You and me both, buddy.
What's running up on us here? What is this?
A freaky lizard.
Did the lizard just come into my
It did.
sphere? Okay. The lizard is gonna get my Halo of Spheres. And, Dave, don't look at... Oh, look at it. Do you want me to roll it twice, or do you want to take my one roll times 2?
I'll take it times 2.
Okay. We are setting that now as the forever thing. So, take 8. Necrotic. It's necrotic. Yeah, it's necrotic.
The power of death. The end
I
of
really
all
love
things.
mushrooms as a concept because living people eat dead mushrooms, but living mushrooms eat dead people.
The circle
Like-
of life. It's very druidic.
It's great.
We should make mechanical mushrooms that eat people. Bimgod, write that down.
Isn't that just a machine?
Right.
Isn't that just a compost machine?
Well, no, it's a mechanical mushroom, but I can't write it down.
Write down your
I'll-
brain.
I'll remember
I
it.
don't have
I'm
any
sure.
books.
Just
I'm
draw
gonna-
a mushroom with teeth.
Oh, it's a good idea. I could probably draw a picture.
What's
Sure.
the definition of mushroom at that point?
The shape.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
your spores like aggressively attack this drake, and in
Yeah.
reprisal it will lash out at you. And does a 20 hit you?
Yeah.
Ouch.
It grabs your leg and drags on you for 18 piercing.
Oh,
Interception.
For 12 piercing.
Well, all my really cool extra spores went away.
Looks like half of it went away at least. So you only took 6.
No, he said I took 12
Wow.
Takes a
versus
total of
18.
12
Oh, after the interception?
after the interception.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That was spicy.
Which is fine. I did the spicy slice, so
Sprocket, a kobold leaps at you, but the sun gets in his eyes because he gets distracted looking up again.
That's fair. I was
That
distracted
was-
thinking about
yeah.
mechanical mushrooms.
Bob, it's your turn.
all right. I am crossbowing this one.
Yes.
Yes, and once again I scream in Draconic something highly offensive that has to do with eggs and a whole bunch of shady stuff. That
Which are
is
you
just, like,
attacking, the kobold or the cultist?
the
Drake? Okay,
yeah.
yeah.
The giant lizard.
Yeah.
All right. You line up your shot and you get it right to the gut, and you watch as it collapses to the ground.
Good.
Well
And,
struck.
and
there,
I
Bob.
know that the kobolds are hearing what I'm screaming in Draconic. I don't know what I'm saying. Once again, it's like I said, eggs and defilement.
Grumble for
Perfect. It's
dinner.
absolutely perfect.
28 years on a ship
Yolks on
somewhere.
you.
You know something.
Okay.
Exactly.
Anything else?
That is it.
Alexandra.
Just the tip to see how it feels.
All right. I am not actually worried about these kobolds in front of me because we seem to be cleaning up those well. I'm going to throw a firebolt at this cultist that's over in front of Serenia. Boom, 15. Does that hit?
That will certainly hit.
Wonderful. Take 4 fire damage over to the cultist.
Knock off
And
you
then-
knock off a chunk of flesh.
Wonderful. And then I will hold my ground.
Okay. The cultist is going to try to return the favor. Does a 12 hit you?
No, it does
Or-
not.
No, I'm sorry. Okay, this wouldn't hit Serenia either. So it looks like he fuzzles out. Bimgog.
damn straight.
Bimgog
Beef
sees
and
what
archer.
what Alexander was trying to do. going to take aim at the cultist. So Hunter's Mark, and then fires away.
That'll hit. And
And-
you catch him in the right in the heart, and he drops to the ground.
Brutal.
Bunk.
Beautiful assist.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Just remember, we probably need to keep moving towards the mill. Otherwise, they're going to burn it down. Everyone's going to starve.
And
then
then
we
his
won't
turn.
have grain for alcohol.
All right, this kobold is going to attack. He is attacking Sprocket.
Yeah.
Or sorry, no, I'm sorry. He's attacking Alexandria.
Loser.
And Alexandria is going to crit you.
Okay.
For
Well, maybe that was the
7
best decision.
piercing.
Okay. That hurts. Ow.
Fear the
I take it to
dragon!
the
We are
gut.
the dragon!
I got no armor.
Serenia.
Serenia will walk up here and put a hand on Alexandra. Like 10.
Beautiful.
Nice.
And then she's gonna keep walking.
Okay.
At that 30 feet ish, right up there.
Yep.
Alright.
Giorno.
Bjorno.
Bjarno. Bjorno.
Bjorno.
Fortunately, that's a quick little kobold you're aiming at.
Would a 12 hit him if I moved to here?
A 12 would hit him.
Okay, I'll do that.
All right, I'll give it to you this once. Roll for damage. And you crush him down into the dirt.
He can take his attack of opportunity.
He doesn't get one.
This one.
Oh,
here, I'm
him.
gonna-
Yeah,
I'm
he'll
gonna-
take an attack of opportunity. It misses.
Turnover.
Okay. Sprocket.
Let's see. The one that's in front of Alexandra, has it been hurt?
No.
Okay. Then I will stab it with my spear. Or try to. Probably not.
Not this time.
Nope. And that's it for me. Actually,
Bob.
we'll move a little bit, but I'm not gonna provoke anything.
Bob is going to book it, but at the same time take a pot shot
Okay.
whenever they get over, over there.
Okay.
So
Go ahead and take your shot.
yeah,
That'll definitely hit.
boop, 9.
That's a boopin'.
And you drop him.
That's right. There's a backflip involved. High performance.
Maximum effort. Okay. You guys make it to this intersection. The mill is directly south of here. What would you all like to do?
We train south.
Go south.
Seems like a good idea to me.
Are you
Go
guys
save
wanting
the
to approach?
grains.
You guys wanting to approach directly, or are you guys going to scout it out?
Be like.
I'll scout if you would like.
Can I just roll like a perception or something for a quick scout?
One moment.
Like just to make sure there's not like, I don't know, a dude in the bushes waiting to jump us?
Yeah.
We are the dude in the bushes.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, that's true.
We're the things they should fear.
In
As
the
much as
shambling
I
I
love-
mound.
am the
And the
dragon.
shambling mound.
I am the shambling mound.
As much as I love stealth and like tactics, this group has never been known for that. So
Well, that's
we're just
why
walking
you send
down the street.
one out, and then like when things are cool, you go, "Hey, dudes, come on!"
I've literally known you for 12 hours. I don't think we have a reputation for anything yet.
No.
Hasn't
Drunk
even-
and we're in the street. Let's fuck him up.
All right. Yeah, you could
Just
do
fight in
some
the street.
scouting. It'd take about a minute or two.
Oh, that's too
Bob.
long.
Bob's on that.
All right,
Go scout.
Give me a stealth check.
Oh,
Okay.
jeez, so Pete.
One moment.
I assume I'm further forward here, at least, you know.
You're coming around this way. You do see
All right.
one lone kobold relieving himself there.
Yeah.
He's not looking at you.
Well, there's instant death. I mean, come on.
Roll the attack.
And I roll poorly. No, I do well.
You sneak up behind him.
Good.
He falls down. Okay, so you're a little bit closer. Give me a insight or perception, or even weirdly enough, performance.
I'll do perception. Boom.
So you're watching what they're doing around the mill, and it's clear that they're gathering like burnable materials, but they're not setting it close enough to the building to actually cause a fire. Looks like they're making a show of it for some reason.
All right. I will go back to the rest of the group and say I think it's a fake out. Because
It's a fake windmill.
no, it's a fake burn the place down. They don't look like they're gonna do it. I think there's someplace else that there's scary stuff going on.
We told by the
Could be a
guards
trap.
Was the guard faking us?
I don't think I think the guard just didn't know, but there's something else going somewhere.
Oh, I'm
'Cause,
gonna look to the sky and see if I can see the blue dragon again.
It is way on the other side of the city.
So on the other side, though.
We should go to
Yeah.
the other side of the city. This was a fake out.
All right, let's roll.
I don't know this town. Is there anything else important in this town?
No, let's go.
There's the wizard school. You all watch as a small dog kind of jogs up to you guys and starts sniffing you.
I shoot it. Fuck, I shoot it.
No, who's shooting it?
I am.
Who's shooting?
Perception.
Stop
Perception.
shooting the fucking dog.
Kill everything.
I'm gonna use speech of beast and leaf to the dog
Okay.
and be like, "Hey man, sorry about my friend. I help us find where the city needs us the most."
I tackled them, Gog. Like, it's okay, it's okay.
Don't fucking attack the.
Don't
We're
push
following
me.
the dog.
Bimgog is clearly steering clear and readying his crossbow on that dog if it gets close to him.
It is a good boy. I can tell when I see one.
No flashbacks,
He's-
Gog. No flashbacks.
The dog the dog
It's the youngling.
licks Serenia's hand and then starts pawing at this door.
Guys, we need to break in there.
Kill the house.
Hey, Kool-Aid.
Drono, you seem like the big tall man for this. Break the door down.
Oh yeah.
What? I can kick a door down.
Alright, kick it down. Sprocket, kick the door down.
So nobody checks to see if the door is locked or not, but you guys kick it down. And there's a small family huddled in the back. A man in chainmail with a mace and a holy symbol around his neck stands before
We're
you.
here to help.
Then why'd you kick my door down?
Oh,
Dog
terribly
said
sorry.
so.
The dog told us to come
You
here.
know this dog?
Is this your dog?
It's not, but that's Floofy Furio. That's the local dog. He just loves, everybody loves Floofy. He's the best boy in the whole world.
Hello, Froofy. We are here to help.
Serenity is gonna look at
you all
Floofy and
look-
once again use. Go on.
You all look like adventurers. Are you injured? Can you
Lightly.
tell me how to get my family to safety?
Go to the green inn. There's
There's
a
a
tunnel
tunnel
there.
to the keep.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
Are any of you
hurt.
hurt?
I'm hurt a little.
Well,
A little bit.
Who
Who owns this
walk over
dog?
to you, Sprocket, and ruffle
Nobody.
your hair. Everything
What sort
about
of
you's little, my
monster
friend.
does? A monster would keep that beast with them.
Must resist punching him in the dick.
But you feel
Imgog,
for
I
8.
want to be your friend.
I feel better.
Bjorno,
Yes.
heal for 6.
I feel infinitely better.
Else injured.
Back to full.
Minimally injured, but
I'm injured, but I'm looking out for the dog.
Bob heal for 2. And Serenia heal for 6. As
Cool.
this priest starts channeling healing energy into each of you. I'll lead my family out over to the inn. Why would we go to the inn?
There's a tunnel there that will take you to safety. There are many soldiers and protectors there.
All right. Okay.
Yeah,
I'll
the
go
tunnel. It's like we're dealing with a dragon, so going underground, good way to not be visible to a dragon.
Then. Well,
Can we keep your
Okay.
dog?
Hey,
All Father keep you and protect you.
hey,
Go
not
ahead.
It's a
jump up
town
and down.
not-
dog. It belongs in the town.
it's not my dog.
No, yeah, he was helping us. He was helping lead us to people in need. So
He's a good boy.
hey, there's
Yeah,
somebody who should be
Sprocket,
riding
here.
that dog.
like,
Now let's
like,
go.
Serena like looks down like Sprocket. What's up?
Is there anywhere else in this town except for the keep that people would go if they wanted to be safe?
The temple. They might barricade themselves in the temple.
Where's that at?
That's on the west side of town, and the mill. The mill was always a lot of people work there.
No, we don't care about the mill anymore. It's safe.
I care a
Yeah.
little
Safe.
bit about the mill.
It's not. Don't worry about it,
Let's
sir.
go.
Sir, get your family to safety.
Oh, okay, yeah. He grabs his kids and throws them over each shoulder. His wives go with him.
They really should tear that
they all go
mill down
roughly.
anyway. That's an old design. They need to make a new one.
Doesn't matter. Let's
Not a
just
good
Somebody
mill. It's
barricaded
a lot
themselves in.
mill.
They need a new one. They need to invest in infrastructure around here.
Well, then let's let it burn, and then we go deal with what we got to deal with.
Unless
so
somebody
With
had
the
barricaded
grains.
But somebody could have barricaded themselves in the mill. If
Let us
that's an
follow
option.
It
Let
was
us follow
all.
the dog. The
It
dog will
was
know where
all
to go.
performative. Let's go to the other side where the dragon is.
Bimgog and Jorno, give me a insight check.
I am trained in this skill. It does not help me today.
Nor me.
Sounds reasonable. They're totally just messing with the mill. No reason to go over there.
Yeah, fuck it.
I
Uh,
also
hey.
am skilled in insight. Can
Yeah,
I
give it a roll.
it?
Yeah.
Righty. Let's see what I know.
Ooh.
right.
You know, there could be people trapped in it. It's a really valuable building. They might not be burning it down for strategic purposes, but making a show of it to try to get the adventurers who are in town lured out to save people. It's a trap, but a trap you could be prepared for.
So Serenia is all in on following the dog. I'm going to use speech of Beast and Leaf again, and being like, "Where are the people we need to? Who needs our help the most?"
He
And
just
also-
wags his
Think the
tail
dog would-
and turns
yeah,
his
you
head
think the dog
sideways.
would know that? Yeah, that's all
The
us.
dog. Hey, fuck you, Birdman.
The dog only
What do
knows
you
the taste
know?
of flesh.
No,
The
Knows
dog
taste
let
of
us
flesh.
here.
The dog comes over to he's sniffing the floor. He sniffs over near Bimgog and wow.
Stay the fuck
I
away!
like jump between Bimgog and the dog and like push the dog away. I try to.
We're actually
Serenia will then pick up the dog and like hold him straight into Big Bog and Sprocket's face. Like he's a good
goodness.
boy.
Oh,
Fiona!
there is
My hunter's mark
Oh.
is moved officially!
Let's go,
Bjorn is
Bimgog.
running. I'm following Bjorn.
Don't
Bjorn
fucking
does
hit
the
the
Bjorn
dog.
thing.
He's a good boy.
All right, I'm following Bjorn. Bjorn's on
we
the
are
mission.
actually
All right.
we are actually going to end tonight's session there.
Wait, are
Rue,
we
you
heading
cannot hunter's
west
mark the
or
dog.
south?
Damn it!
Dave.
Look at
of
that
course
dog.
he can.
You can't
Of
hunter's
course.
mark
I
my
have
dog.
hunter's mark because you know what? That dog could have eaten the younglings. It looks just like the dogs that used to do it back in the Warrens. That thing would come in and just haul them off with its mighty teeth, just tearing their flesh.
Are we at the end of the game here? Are we heading south or are we heading back west?
I'm heading and following Bjorno because he seems like he's going towards the mill.
I currently
Okay,
have
cool.
the dog
I'm
scooped
also
up,
down
and I
for
will
saving
follow
the
the
mill.
rest.
I'm concerned about the grains.
Pardon me.
I'm concerned about the dog, but I'm also, I want to go follow Bjorno because that seems like the smart play.
We can see if anyone's there, and if not, we'll burn down the windmill so they can get a new one.
No, we're not gonna burn down the windmill.
We
We
need
need
a
to save
new
the
one. This
grains.
one's old.
But we need the grains. Do you know how long it takes grain to grow? Like an entire season.
I'm like a grain machine.
Hey, Sprocket. How long does it take you to build a windmill?
A windmill, probably like 3 weeks.
Guys,
Easy.
it is not a windmill. It is a water mill.
2.5 weeks. Water's way easier.
Yeah, wind is magic.
Wind is magic. Water.
It is
water's
magic. This is
water's
true.
just-
Water's just water.
So, thank you all for joining today. I'm glad you guys are having fun. I think we've got a good group. I think you guys are gonna find your rhythm. You cannot attack my dog.
Look, I tried my
They can. I already scooped him up. He's mine now.
Poor
Damn it.
Bimbog has so much trauma.
Don't put
I
him on
also
the
know
field.
I know the sad out of game rules is once you claim it and name it, I have to leave it a fuck alone. So I sit there and I'm like, God damn it! That precedent was set in other games.
I love this character because of the one specific skill of speech of beast and leaf, because it's so fucking generic. It's literally you can communicate with beasts and plants and have advantage on charisma checks to influence them. They know what I mean. I'm always nice to them.
That dog's
I'm
not a
going
beast. He's a monstrosity.
Talking with plants is like a 3rd level spell too. It's pretty great.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
really
gonna
good.
be honest, I play most druids to be semi-PETA, so like, good luck. I will derail campaigns if we just attack too many animals.
It's only because it was a mundane animal that came up that quite literally.
Hey, dogs are not mundane.
Look, it is in Bimgog's backstory that he is terrified of things like, in fact, wild dogs was actually mentioned.
Yeah.
Straight
yeah.
up, I am expecting this arc for Bimgog, Bimgog, and the dog to be BFFs. This is
the redemption
this
arc.
Is gonna
the story redemption.
This is the redemption arc.
Reconciliation.
There's now a dangerous beast in the party, and Bimgog's gonna have trouble sleeping for a while.
Yeah.
So
A fucking
the
tiny
barkeep
dog
promised
is a
us alcohol,
problem.
so we need to save the grain.
You know how small
Yeah.
Sprocket is? He could fit like totally into that dog's mouth.
Completely.
The dog can
Completely.
unhinge its jaw and swallow him whole.
As
Oh,
dogs
no,
are
I
known
know.
to do.
I've seen
Hold
it
up.
happen.
Counterpoint: both Serenia and Bajorno could accidentally step on
Not
either of
Giorno. I'm
Well,
not
that-
Majorno.
It's not
every
it's
time.
not
Buongiorno.
Buongiorno.
Every time, my
tried.
favorite thing is here's Majorno. Piorno. Piorno.
It's
You're-
not
you're
it's not
DiGiorno?
delivery. You know what? It's not delivery and it's not Buongiorno. It's Biorno.
Listen,
Oh,
I
no.
did
You're-
really good for most of the night. I will mess up once. Fuck
God,
it.
I still love
did
ya.
I did good.
So,
Oh, man.
Hey,
in all
Marius,
seriousness,
I pronounced it right most of the time.
in all seriousness, I wasn't going to I wasn't really going to make my dog have a guest appearance, but I went to create a different NPC, and the name that it gave me was Floofy Furio, and I was just like, "Fuck, it's my dog, Floofy Furio. That's you, buddy."
Here for it.
Dave,
Aw.
I'm just really good at playing PETA characters when I play druids. Like, it's really easy.
Yeah,
Really
yeah.
easy.
Ask Andy about his sheep.
You fucker. You murdered my sheep. You murdered my poor sheep in front
Should
of
have
me.
been a good
And that
You
sheep
sheep
get
was
for
dog.
having
innocent.
pets.
That sheep was innocent.
That sheep was not innocent. It pooped on my head.
Unlike this hound of war that just comes in, charging the group.
All right, folks. Thank you for tuning in tonight. We're going to shut down the stream. We will catch you next week for session 1 of campaign 2. Have a great night. Tune in next time.